Never thought I'd be a billionaire. Like maybe I can. Maybe I can. Jesus walked. Nigga, I ran. Something Marilyn Manson.
Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Drink all the sake I want, read all the manga I want, wear all the babe that I want, buy all the J's that I want, be with any girl that I want, drive any car that I want. I'm always out of the country, I'm sorry if I ain't home. If the money ain't calling, I never answer my phone. You can see the flow in my chakra, all we smoke is homegrown. You know the boy love ramen, probably sipping on miso. I know a spot that has shield, I got a spot that has deals. Wait till I get a kimono, I'ma swag it out in my dojo. Some girls are asking for a photo, I guess this happens in Kyoto. When you young and popping in Kyoto, I ball with all of my nakamas, I dance with all of my nakamas, I drink with all of my nakamas, yeah. I only listen to Cole,
It's
I touch down with bees.
time.
Hiro isekai, shinara irekai. You are my enemy, you are no friend of me. You covered in jealousy, we only drink Hennessy. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. When I got money, you know it. When you got money, you blow it. How much you caught me a rollie? I'm living like Zach and Cody. Sweet life from young in the OG. From young, we learned to maneuver. I pick up and skirt in a Uber. I grew up with killers and shooters. No tell, but I think I'm cooler. I used to sleep with a deuce. I'm the moon god, got the juice. You switching sides like the man Bruce. Tight circle, cut the loose ends. Know I can go on vacation. You cannot escape from the matrix. I wrote all this shit in the basement. Art is my new occupation. Let's meet up at Kennedy Station. I've been at studio all day. I'd rather just make it the hallway. Sitting back while I'm looking up. Remember backyards cooking up. I just wanna be big.
Shambles.
I wanna be big. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Drink all the sake I want, read all the manga I want, wear all the bait that I want, buy all the J's that I
A
want,
while ago,
be
I
with
think it
any
dropped
girl that I
around like
want,
3, I
drive
think.
any car that I want. Try any car that I want. I wanna be big. I wanna be big. Tokyo.
Mid-piece time.
I wanna be big.
Don't tell me it's mid. That's not what I'm trying to hear. That's the wrong page. That's the wrong one. There we go. What's up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Don't know. I don't know where the guys are at. I don't know if they're around, but they're free to hop in if they want to. So you can have the discussion after. If not, I'll just talk with you guys. It's cool. I don't mind talking with chat. But let's see what this chapter is saying. Let's see if it's any good. No hints. All right, fair. Let's see if Luffy punches this island. I might have to hold this today. Actually, it's doing the thing where I feel like it's low again. So, say hi to YouTube. This will probably go up on YouTube on I think probably Saturday, if not Saturday, Friday. But say hi to YouTube. It's time to live react to chapter 1048 of One Piece. 20 years. Starts with the cover page of Brule. I believe is that's Cracker. Is Germa trying to infiltrate the chocolate town again? And there's all right, interesting. I'm just 5 episodes into Justice League anime series, and I already know I'm going to be so wrong about Superman second season. Hey, just keep watching, bro. All right. Move Onigashima out the way. Wait, Luffy, that can't be done, says Momonosuke. So there's Luffy's fist over Onigashima. Oh, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell. It's not. I know you will find a way to revive the Kozuki clan in the future. So there's his mom, sister, and dad. Ooh, he pushing the island. Luffy want to punch down. Very well. I'll take this one head on, says Kaido. Have you heard, Straw Hat? This country's hero burned to death 20 years ago. Flaming Drum Dragon. What the hell did he just do? Did he turn himself on fire? Oh, I wonder if he used the dragon's flame clouds to like coat himself in it. Or is that just fire? How did he do that? That's crazy. That's dope. So Flaming Drum Dragon. I like that. Phonetically, it sounds like a Kon Daiko, Flaming Drum, a classic Ragoku tale. Okay, this has been a lawless land since then. They've waited this time for you saviors to show up. Achoo! Hot. Don't worry, it's okay to let go. I assure you, I won't run. After all, your right hand won't come crashing down. Because I'm going to vaporize it. Whatever he's doing, it looks to be like hotter than natural fire. It almost looks like magma-esque. Like maybe like kind of like King's fire. It looks very powerful. I don't know. Because like it seemed like it melted the horn of Onigashima. I don't know how he's doing that though. That's really crazy. Kenny lost all his magma cloud. Like I'll let that happen. Rising Dragon. This is what you call hockey. It's known as Rio. Sorry. Hiran Wano. Gramps taught me how to attack without making contact. I'm going to knock you to the bottom of hell. He said, what gun? Bajrang gun. I don't know what that is. What's that? A reference to Hanuman. Oh, Hindu monkey god. Potentially inspiration for Sun Wukong. Kaiji means monkey king. Interesting. Because it actually low-key sounded like something, a name that I'd see in Kubera. That's why I asked. Okay, so shout out to Hanuman. So, Blazing Bagua. So they're clashing right now, but it looks like Luffy's blinded. He can't see whatever. Oh, is Kaido biting the hand? Nigga, what the hell? This clash is weird, and like the impact looks like, it looks magma-like. I don't know. I can't really tell, but it looks cool. Oh no. Kin, Kiku, I didn't mean to drop you. Please be alive. Don't go dying on me now. I can't believe they're alive, bro. Fire Dragon card looks cool. For sure. Sir Straw Hat, we're counting on you. Take Kaido down. Finish him for good. There's Kawamatsu. This nightmare won't end unless Kaido is driven from this land. Odin-sama, flashback. His retainers are getting away. Don't let a single one escape. Run, Odin-sama. Don't look back. Odin-sama. Bang. There's only one place those samurai would go. Kuri. They intend to safeguard Odin's heir, Momonosuke. So he has a son. I'll deal with him myself, says Kaido. This is a younger Kaido. Please have mercy. Stop hunting the Kozuki clan. Move. Don't hesitate to shoot any vermin that dares defy their shogun. Look at these bloodthirsty pirates. They're like, say less. Clap, clap, clap. They just land shit flag. Like, don't kill me. What of Odin's wife? She was confirmed dead in Bakura town. No one else was seen fleeing the ruins of the castle. Odin Castle. The Kozuki line is officially dead. Now the time for you has come to choose. For you, daimyo, to choose. Will you help us usher in a new Wano, or will you try to wage war? A stupid question. So there's the Ringo. There's Hakubai Kibi. Ringo. Is this the Zoro guy? We refuse to recognize a shogun that isn't a Kozuki. It is our duty to avenge Odin. So there's Kaido fighting them off, winning. Goof-oo-foo-foo. Ha 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 ha. Ma ha ha. You weaklings. It could be an insult to call any of you samurai. Damn it. If only he didn't have that. If only that fool didn't have Kaido backing him. Quiet. Orochi has ears everywhere. Kaido's forces will find us. If Kaido doesn't awaken, I just assume it was an actual fish when awakened and became a dragon. Yeah. Track down every able-bodied young man you can and bring them here. This country will become a weapons factory. Please don't take him. Daddy, who do you think you're mouthing off to? The river has gone dark. There's no more drinking water. The crops won't grow. Ah, there's nothing left to eat. So there's like the desolate over the years, how the pirates have ruined the land of Wano. If you can still breathe, you can still work. Keep your hands moving scum. So I'm getting the sense that we're reaching a finality here because of the way that we're setting up stuff. What's up? Oh, sorry. What's up, Miles? I didn't see you hop in. What's up? How you doing?
Oh, hello.
You doing good, bro?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going through the chapter. I think I'm almost done. But yeah, I'm getting the sense of finality here because like they're like, you see the land. Oh, Luffy. So it looks like one of those moments. So I think the final blow is coming. The
Mm-hmm.
Don't count on any miracles to come save you. The borders are staying closed. There's some rope there to get hung by. We have to be patient. It'll be a long winter, but we have to believe in Toki-sama's words. Look at these gluttonous fools, Kaido. They actually ate the leftovers of the defective smiles. Goofu, ha ha ha. That's it. Let's have the rest of Ibisu Town follow suit. Their bellies will stay empty and their loved ones will continue to keel over. They won't be able to do anything but grin brightly. They'll never stop laughing. This is the fate for this country's pets. Goofu, ha 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 ha. Cough, curse you, Koromosaki. I'm taking you with me. You shouldn't have underestimated the wrath of the Kurozomi clan. Ah, is she actually gonna kill him? I'll be seeing you in hell. We can drink together down there. Bwah ha 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 ha. It seems things are getting out of hand here. Who's that? What's this nigga's name again? Denjiro? Denjiro?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay, whatever. Actually, you know what? I guess this is a little bit of this makes sense because he helped protect her and stuff when he had her under her wing, and plus I remember he fake killed her, so I guess it's cool that he's come full circle here. So please make Orochi disappear. Said some of those lanterns. Free us from this hell. Oh my God! Someone's lantern says, "Give me a sip of clear water." No, no, not the Flint, Michigan water, dog. All right, so the clash with Kaido. No, Kaido is all black. Is he hockeyed up too? It's not just the magma. I can't tell. Damn, he looks raw though. That's the end of the chapter. That was pretty, man. That wasn't moving me like that. Well, let me see in the color. Flaming Drum Dragon. Okay, looks cool. So in the color that they use here, I know obviously he's not official, but he looks like he's like a mixture of blazing, like magma-ish, plus do you think that these are his dragon flames covering him that he's coating himself in? Like, you know how he uses them to fly and float the island? Is that what he's using? Or just like generic fire? How's he doing this?
I took it as like he's using his king's hockey to coat his Boro breath around him,
Okay. That's interesting.
and he's like maintaining its shape with king hockey. That's how I took it, at least.
Okay. All right, so they said that dude who looks like younger Zoro was stronger than Odin only for him to get off screen. You know who it is? A lot of folks weren't moved. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit y'all with this emoji real quick. Um, if it's hockey flames, he going crazy. I don't know if it makes sense considering the model is the most important part. I mean, Lucci didn't start off as a cat; he just turned to it. He's not a jaguar. He's a leopard. I know that's probably not a great distinction. I don't know, but yeah. How do you like the chapter, Miles? You didn't like the chapter. I'm sorry.
I don't. I don't.
What are
wanna
your
be
thoughts on the
I don't want to
chapter?
be a hater.
What are your
Okay.
thoughts on the chapter?
Yeah, I don't want to be my hater back because I feel like I've been a hater recently.
Hmm.
I think the Blazing Dragon shit's pretty cool. It was kind of it was a little random. I feel like I don't know, like because we know he has like elementalish powers, but I feel like we've never seen like real finesse or like shit like this before. Uh, Everything else, it's like good idea, bad placement.
Hmm.
That's how I see it. Like to me, you're adding stuff to a backstory, but the addition of the new information you're giving us doesn't change absolutely anything. It doesn't change our opinions on the samurai. It doesn't change our opinion on the relationships with Orochi and Kaido and how they dealt with the situation. It doesn't make us feel more tension for the things we're getting. So like if this was a thing, you should have just kept it originally with the actual flashback or just placed it better I feel like this is just a really awkward point to put it rather than I feel like it's just to give hype to the Luffy punch. Like he's
Yeah.
gaining the like wills of everybody, but like we already had that. So it just seems like relatively redundant.
Redundant. Yeah. Very unmoved. I'm just using the same logic for Luffy because they're both mythical. If part of it might not be getting a Kaido specific flashback and not getting new information, I hope I get it. Well, Luffy was always Nika, I guess. He just didn't know what it was. That's what it was. Though I get its build up for tension for the final struggle. With his skin and everything changed to cartoon powers, just a rubber, so my expression is he waking soon. Yeah, I don't know how Kaido's necessarily doing this. Sorry, but after catching up to Kubera, I'm unmoved. I felt that. I was talking about that earlier today about Kubera with some of my old friends that I haven't. I used to kind of start my own. I guess when I started like online Skype and stuff before Discord, I used to talk to him. We were talking about Kubera and how like some things just don't look as good when you compare it to Kubera, but completely different narrative here. Only thing I'll say is this: like, it was a pretty were we on break? Did I wait for this? I did, didn't I? Oh, that's probably why I'm low-key mad. I waited a week for this, 2 weeks for this, because Golden Week. But yeah, it feels like artificial, like adding, like I agree with you, Miles. This seems a little redundant because the wills of Wano and stuff, and the daimyos and literally Momo, they've already put in their faith in Luffy and whatnot, right? So. And I guess like, oh, you see the island, blah blah. Like I get what he's doing, but I think it was unnecessary. I would have rather them like just fight in the sky or something. So, but
yeah, it's. Also, I noticed the like Luffy being like super serious. I don't know. I feel like it's weirder now. Where I feel like he really flanderized the laughing thing early on, because like with each passing chapter, it just seems like that jolly shit's just not real. You know what I mean?
I guess no, I hear you guys. I think like to the point where we thought he was like slightly out of character a little bit, possibly in the first time we saw it. But I think with each subsequent chapter, he seemed to be a little more like serious or just regular Luffy, not like extra joy boy Luffy. I'm not sure how to phrase it for lack of a better term for it, but. Yeah, Kaido's blazing Bagua form of Sicto. Yeah, for sure. I actually think he looks really dope. I guess this is his final stop, but I think my problem is Dragon Kaido is like to me like is high key his worst form.
100%.
But I think he just needs to carry. I think he just needs to cover a lot of real estate because Luffy's hand's so big. I guess his dragon form's the only thing big enough. So, yeah, Oda just doing shit. The flashing chamber should have been a part of the Oda flashback. I think I agree with that. Probably, I think that probably would have been a better placement. Like this stuff didn't like you say didn't artificial like it felt artificial. Didn't add any extra like layers of emotional anything or tension or anything. This story just kind of like it was like whatever, bro. You're just I know Wano has sucked for 20 years and you're waiting for Luffy and Co or the Scabbards to come through and stuff. And still seeing Kinemon and Kiku alive is very much bothering me. Orochi's possibly finally dead.
It seems to me like they're for sure gonna survive in the end. That's what it seems like now.
Yeah, I agree.
Hello.
What's up, Glenn?
It is what it is. Hello, Glenn.
I got 20 minutes till D&D, so I thought I'd hop in for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, we're talking about the chapter.
It's
not it didn't move me. I was unmoved.
Unmoved?
Yeah, very meh chapter to me. Felt like I think Miles put it well. A lot of the information and stuff that I think Oda artificially injected into the chapter just felt redundant and just unnecessary. And I waited 2 weeks for this, so.
You know, Orochi is quote unquote dead again. At this point,
I don't know what to do with that. It's like, is he? Who? Tired.
Like I don't. Is this like, for lack of better term, like, is this like Oda just not being confident in his writing? Because I don't know. I feel like when I see writers consistently feeling the need to repeat over and over again, to me it means you don't think your point's getting across. That's what I feel like a lot of Wano's doing. It's you're consistently doing the same. Like you're just keep telling us this shit over and over and over and over again. And it's just
no. I hear what you're saying. Like. I always use the analogy. It's like you're hammering a nail that's already holding what it needs to hold in place. But it's like, let me keep hammering it. It's like, bro, the table is set. What are you doing? Like, why do you keep?
Yes.
Like, so, Or did a poor job making us care about anyone in Wano, so his panels felt forced, undeserving, and annoying. I agree with that. I estimate will be done by 1050 or to 5. All right. I thought we'd be done with stuff like this after 1,000. What did I feel? I don't know, man. But this fight started around there. It was both before that chapter and after. I just wanted to shake up. I think I don't know. It's hard to put into words because I don't even know what to expect at this point. There's a part of me that's like, I think part of me is very happy in the sense that I'm like, I can see the end of this arc. I could see the light. Like it's so close. I could touch. Like I really think I think in 10 chapters I'm out of Wano. I really do. So I just want to get out of here at this point. I won't lie to you. So
I can't wait for Morge to suffer.
I don't feel like OP was this redundant with reminders before this arc. I could be wrong.
It wasn't.
I can't think of any example on the top of my head, but I don't think it was. It just, I don't know. Oh, my hammering a nail doesn't exist. I mean, Luffy's part though, he threw his fist at 1,000. It was getting tiring though. We finally free. I just want to get off this island at this point. Yeah, I'm tired of being here.
I hope this island sinks and everybody dies. I want to come back.
Well, considering it's One Piece,
I want Kaido to lie and dodge the punch, and Luffy destroys the island. Everybody's fucking.
I'm literally Odin. I have that face every time I hear the word Wano.
Yeah. That's what they say is me. That's what Pat said was me every time we're on Wano. Like my favorite parts of Wano are always when we leave the island. So, do you think the time for Kaido's flashback has passed?
I've been saying this since the arc started, or no, since the fight started. You ain't getting a flashback.
I think the stuff we got with like King or Arthur or Arbor. What was his actual? What's his? Or I don't remember what actual name translation they went with.
Obi.
As I like to call him, Albert.
And like the little tidbits we got, I think we might get like an extra like. You know, like Linlin was falling, you got that little Roger thing. I think we might get something like that, and that's possibly it. We might not.
You're gonna get like a Katakuri and Brûlée length flashback.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. See, for Katakuri, I actually think it was brilliant in a lot of ways. Until he added the extra part where his I think Dritz put it really well. I want to kind of paraphrase him here. I think he said something like his solution to being violent, which caused violence against his family, was to be even more violent. Something like that. Because I actually thought the initial showing of like, oh, he's a pelican eel, but a monster, and they ran away, was actually it told me a lot. I believe in doing a lot with a little. I thought the added stuff after was like, I didn't really need that, but.
Katakuri is a character where there's a lot of good ideas that you see, but it's just inconsistent with what he is, like, all over the place. Because at first, when, like, Brûlée's getting her ass whipped by Luffy early in the fight, and he doesn't even move. Like, he's just unfazed. Mm-hmm. And it's only, like, 2-3 chapters later when he tries to punch her again that he's like, don't touch my family. Like, what the hell happened when he was beating her up the first time?
I don't know. I don't even know if I remember, so I'll have to revisit that, but yeah, I feel that he was really weird. I think the weirdest thing he did was pull out Mogura, put Mogura away, then pull it out again and pull it. Like I'm like, bro, fight with the spear though. At this point, like stop.
That's why I'll at least give the anime that because it seemed like Luffy being small helped him like dodge it by going through the gap. So it's like, oh, okay, maybe like the spear isn't gonna help me. At least that makes sense. The manga, it is a little bit more dicey.
I still like the fight though. You fool! You destroyed it with your own hands. Green Goblin shit. Yeah. Shoot. I still don't really care that much about Kaido. I can think of at least 4 main villains that I like better than him. That's fair. I personally like. How do I explain it? I just think that I guess maybe from a combat standpoint, I'm cool with Kaido. Like I think he's a monster. I think he's strong. I think he proved like the Emperor mantle or whatever. Like that's kind of enough for me. I never thought he was going to be one of my favorite antagonists in One Piece.
I think people saying that he's one of or the best villain in One Piece is just absolutely ridiculous.
I haven't heard that discourse at all. Abdel, the chapter wasn't moved. I was unmoved, bro. I won't lie to you.
I appreciate Kaido. He did what I needed.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm like I like him. He did what he had to do. I appreciate him. He was solid. He did. I think he served his role well, and I'm cool with that. I didn't need.
Seeing
I
a
didn't.
crocodile.
Yeah, nope.
He's not even Dofi.
And you know me, I like Don Krieg a lot. So like I still got Don Krieg over Kaido. So yeah,
I don't think Kaido's better than Lucci is either, and I don't even like Lucci.
no, I definitely like him more than Lucci. I won't lie to you.
Hmm.
But I'm not a Lucci guy either. But I definitely like Kaido more than Lucci. That's for sure. Not even close to top 3. I mean, I guess people. I'm not sure what people's reasoning are. Do you remember? Do you know any points or reasonings? Have you heard or seen Glam, or you just saw them say it?
A lot of it is power scaling related.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I think people like the whole. He knows about the stuff about the One Piece type stuff, and they put that in there as well. But to me, that's like, okay, you know things, but he hasn't really done anything with it. So,
But I feel like that should be something all the emperors know.
yeah, it's like I don't really think that that's necessarily a good component of it, because like
Yeah, it'd be weird if he
just
didn't.
him being knowledgeable about the world doesn't necessarily add anything to him as a villain in my mind.
I wonder just
You're
because
telling
we
me
just generally
Kaido
don't
can
see
read?
some pirates like flex that knowledge. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, like he has a road poneglyph. I would hope he knows shit.
I wish he was a better character. He can fight well, sure, but I barely know him. These people disqualify Crocodile for being the best because he lost to pre-year Luffy. We don't care what they say. Right, exactly, we don't care what they say.
This is because the difference, because Crocodile knew things
Mm,
and then tried to do something with it.
yeah,
Crocodile knows, Kaido knows things and sits on his island waiting 20 years until Big Mom just so happens to come over there.
I saw a meme that says suicide's his hobby, and it's like I think the meme was like him in the sky, and then the next one's like the water, like just jump in the water. If you're like for real. I guess this is a good. I think you bring up a good topic here. From Kaido's character standpoint, what do you think about him? Because I think I understand Kaido. I don't think Oda had showcased a much of his personality in that sense, but I think that he's pretty straightforward person. Like he's a meathead.
To me, the only weird thing is just the suicide thing, because I feel
That's the most inconsistent part of his character.
it's like you just don't want to die. Like you don't want to die.
It's the killing yourself versus, okay, like what are the parameters of the killing yourself? Because when
Is
you're
it
trying
like
to kill
in
yourself,
war, in a
try and
battle?
justify that he wants a grand death, but then at the same time he jumps off an island where nobody is, or he doesn't know where anybody is, and tries to end himself.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
And-
end myself, so now I'll beat the shit out of kid.
And every time you fought Odin or Luffy, there was never once a point where he says, maybe this is like the
This will be the one to kill me.
Yeah, he never mentions like any of that.
I forgot about the suicide thing.
Also, I would have been like, why would he not be going out and fighting? He already had his image of like people that Luffy like he thinks like has a ceiling, but yeah, he doesn't go out and fight other Yonkos. Like Yonkos not fighting each other is one of the weirdest things ever. I don't get that concept.
Yeah, the character. I've said this a million times about Oda. The man has all these characters that if he allows them to do things in the story, they're too strong for the like. They'll change how the narrative works because of how powerful they are. So he just makes them do nothing.
Yeah.
Because he's a meathead, but I don't like how he fights. He has Mickey Mouse honor, so he's just annoying to me. I think that, like, personally, I think my view on Kaido might be different just because maybe I've held this opinion of him longer than most people and before Oda showcased it. But I always thought he was a battle junkie. I thought that was very obvious.
Yeah.
That was very obvious that he likes.
I'll also say that the keeping his opponents around because he likes to fight thing is weird too, because like when he beat Odin and then killed him afterwards, I was like, well, shit just happens, and I don't really care about that. But with Luffy, it's like, okay, if you're trying to like let Luffy fight you, why wouldn't you have done the same to Odin again in like a rematch? Like that's the question that comes into my brain when that happens.
Wait, repeat that.
Like when you remember when he hit Luffy on accident and he was like, "Oh shit, I didn't want that to happen," and he sort of let Luffy get up again to keep fighting him.
No, he left. Luffy pulled him back to the roof.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he after he hit him, he was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna try and like finish him off or anything like that." With Odin, he finishes him off.
Oh, okay.
Like he literally is like,
Mojo
"Yeah,
Mojo.
I'm gonna put you in jail, and then I'm gonna shoot you in the brain when the fucking oil doesn't even kill you." Where it's like if it was the same Kaido as on the rooftop, I would have thought he would have jailed him, fed him, and like, hey, we're gonna go again. and nobody's gonna get in the way this time.
Okay, I got you saying.
And
I
also,
think
he
I
also
think
never said anything about Kid, which
I,
is weird.
I would just probably argue in that situation he just had bigger fish to fry because there was other people, his minions and his fucking factory and stuff, and he knew only like he had I guess other fish to fry. I think I am rationalizing, but I hear you on that. I hear you.
Yeah.
He's lucky to beat Odin. He ain't about the smoke. I don't think he was gonna lose to Odin personally, but
Yeah, I think he would have still beat Odin.
Yeah.
yeah. I do think that he thought he was dead in that moment too. A little bit fetus juice. I do, but I have to look at it again because I remember Kaido doing it. He's like just like the Odin thing, and he was kind of like upset about it. Then he went back and told everyone he was dead, and then Luffy's heartbeat did the thing, and then he pulled him back to the roof, and then he's like, I didn't want it to end it that way. Do you think that it's like he's more excited about fighting new opponents? Maybe like he's not particularly interested in fighting like people he already knows are strong. Like maybe he wants a different challenger. Do you think it's?
Well, I mean, at the time when he fought Odin, like he had never fought Odin before,
Mhm.
so like because and again, we don't even know if he outside of the one time he fought Shanks or allegedly had a
Or
confrontation with Shanks.
I was
confrontation?
gonna say.
Yeah, confrontation.
Yeah, had he ever run into him before then? Did he even fight Shanks? He was if the confrontation was like just a confrontation, maybe he was able to gauge Shanks' power in that one moment and still didn't fight him. We got no idea.
Yeah, even forgetting Shanks, why would he not go and fight Blackbeard?
And he's on his like even Whitebeard type shit, but like we only know he knows Whitebeard through rocks. We don't know if he's ever even fought Whitebeard.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if with his thing, he was like, he wanted to go see Whitebeard during the war and do his thing. I'm like, if we know who Blackbeard is, and he probably has some relation due to the past thing, or not actually no, because that's later. But Blackbeard taking his freedom, becoming Yonko, you would expect this battle junkie to be like, well, I want to see what this new guy who just became like the same level as me is. And but he doesn't go and fight him. Why?
He even tried to break Odin's will because even King's Haki doesn't mean you're unbreakable. I highly thought he was beating Odin because Odin was literally going for the finishing blow after knocking Kaido down. I don't think that would have killed him. I don't think you can. I truly don't believe anyone's strong enough to like slice Kaido like clean in half like that, bro. Like you're not doing that to him, bro. I'm sorry. I can't
Stab
give
you through your heart.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that he would have landed a fatal blow possibly, but or not fatal blow, like a really really like strong one, but. I don't think I mean I could be wrong. I didn't see the hour of legend was 2 panels. Like what do you want from me? I don't know what to do with that. So I just
When you was in the hour of legend was actually when you was in the piles of oil. You understand?
I didn't see a hybrid mode.
yeah,
since
neither
there's
did
no
I.
Hybrid.
Yeah. So
He's just de facto just stronger.
because
Like,
even in the anime when he's like sliding on him like he Tarzan, I didn't see no hybrid. So and again, I'm not mad if you thought Odin was stronger. I really am not. It's just I'm not giving that to Odin. I'm sorry, but yeah, Kaido's a little all over the place in that sense. But I think I guess my biggest takeaway from him is like Meathead wants to fight. You seem to be pretty excited about the worst generation when they come back up there and Linden's like playing with your food again, which means it's like something he does a lot. Because to me, when Luffy pulled up on him and started hitting him and he kind of sighed, I wasn't like I think you could interpret that side many ways. Like this is annoying. I'm not drunk anymore. Whatever. But that part of me was like, was he disappointed? I don't know. So, and then he's like, "It'd be king of what, you brat?" But I don't know. Maybe he's just too drunk. They could just be in a drunken stupor. Just be doing shit. I don't know. But I can say that I haven't enjoyed Kaido though. I know much I can say. Good, bad, somewhere in the middle. I'll let everyone judge individually, but I definitely enjoyed him. But definitely not one of my favorite One Piece antagonists. Hell no. No. He's not top 6. Maybe 7th if I do a list, but not for me. Like who are you guys' favorites?
he might not be top 6.
I mean, I'd have to think about it. I know my top 6 already. That I'd say, but we like if you guys had to like name a couple of your favorite, yeah, Crocodile.
Crocodile's for sure number 1. Crocodile, and the next ones is iffy, but Dofi and now Magellan, Moria.
Moria's interesting. Moria's very
I
interesting.
really like Moria.
I
really like.
No,
Moria.
I that like I've never heard anyone say that, so I wanted to hear you explain. No one, I've never heard that.
That's why you always see me whenever we go to Thriller Park. I always be talking about Moria strong and shit. Like I think Moria's is very interesting. I think his past. I appreciate him the same way Crocodile. Like these niggas, they're losers.
Okay, because
I like
they
that
ran
he
back
has
to
an
paradise.
actual. Yeah, he has an actual history with one of the Yonko. He
Not executed upon.
actually, yeah, I I think he's the only, the only known pirate we know that actually, well, Brooke, that like saw his entire crew massacred in front of him and lived, and that caused him to use his. So he used his own ability to then create a zombie army, and that has its own thing. He has the biggest ship in the entire world, which is
Mm-hmm.
super fucking cool.
Not anymore.
He,
Hate to see
well,
it.
yeah. He
Not anymore. What?
increases power later with the
Oh,
ore
because it's
ship.
gone. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, he doesn't have.
I thought you were saying someone else is a bigger ship. Like, wait, who? So my bad.
No, no.
Uh,
Blew it up.
the way in which he uses his power, in capturing the shadows was cool. I like that he used his actual shadow manipulation with ores to even replicate Luffy's abilities. He's like really smart. He's conniving. He's evil. Uh, and I think even just his like own physical abilities are like pretty fucking good. But I think he kind of did like the little menacing job and like the old ambiance of Thriller Bark. I just really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Syke said, wait, hold on. Evan Glam, did he fight Shanks? Did the Rock give something before to leave? I think Shanks talked him down.
There was definitely an exchange of blows at one point, because otherwise, there's no way Kaido would know how powerful Shanks is, and then say he's part of Luffy's ceiling.
You
They
think,
fought.
you think that's the first time he ran into him in a combat sense?
Knowing how much these characters don't fight each other and apparently don't do anything, I'm willing to bet 100% that's the first time he ever met Shanks.
I would say it might not be necessary that he has to come to blows, because didn't he have Roger on there? I would assume he never fought Roger.
He's fought Roger.
Did he fight Roger?
He's at least seen Roger fight.
Because of Rocks, probably.
Because of God Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don Krieg is unironically better than Kaido. I think he's better, actually, personally. Because for me, like for the analyze something like that, I'm gonna take the part of the story and intent into consideration. Right? I understand that he's a Yonko and blah blah grandiose, but like I still think Don Krieg is low key one of the most hold characters in One Piece because he ran into a bored Mihawk. Like I think he had the exact right idea and the right amount of preparation going to the Grand Line. They got an Armada. Like what? He would have been cold, bro. I think about it sometimes. For me, Kaido hasn't gone below B, but he hasn't gone up and above and been S tier. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I'll say the only villains I put in like the highest ranked villains in the series are Crocodile, Doflamingo, and Arlong. So then I don't think.
Yeah, I like Arlong more than Don Krieg. That's my gay.
I personally would say that Don Krieg is like I say Don Krieg. I think in a lot of ways Arlong is objectively better than Don Krieg. I just like Don Krieg a little more personally.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think when you actually look at the writing of East Blue, I think it's honestly not even close. Arlong's the best villain out of any of the ones in those in that arc.
Probably, but I think Don Krieg Don Krieg's a little more interesting to me. That's probably why.
Fishmen have the strength of 10 men.
Yeah, I agree.
Shout out Fishmen, man. They trash.
By the way, is you related to Don Sai and Dungeon Child because you got size lips? Wait, who?
Don Krieg.
Oh, okay.
His first name is, or I guess his last name is Don.
I don't think so. Buggy was a problem in Orange Town. Was he? Luffy kind of backed him, didn't he? Yeah, I don't know, but I like Buggy.
Buggy been hiding his strength. Watch out.
No, he hasn't.
No.
Watch out, man.
Nah.
We're gonna pull with the Conquerors hockey.
For me, Crocodile's always number one, obviously. I like Blackbeard a lot. Teach is my guy. Teach for Pirate King.
I gotta see Teach do it before I can.
Yeah.
I like Black Arm Zephyr. I don't care. He's a movie character.
He's not a villain. He's a superhero.
I like that. I like that. He turned into an anti-hero though. I really like Eneru. I really like why does it's always when I have to rack my brain for. I don't know why. Cause I think Doflamingo is great. I'm sorry guys. I don't like him the way I don't like him how other people like Doflamingo. I just don't like him like that. But he's great. Foxy. That's my guy.
No Magellan?
Magellan's
No
cool. I
Magellan
like him.
love?
I like him. I just like him. I don't know if I like. I guess he was. I guess he was a major
Magellan?
He was a major antagonist for an arc. That's fair. But
Yeah,
I love.
he was one of the.
But I love him.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I love him. He's one of the few people in One Piece when I was reading when I was younger. I was like, I truly didn't know how Luffy was gonna survive.
Yeah.
Like that was one of the most all time like tension like in the series. Like when Luffy punched him and his hands were poisoned, I was like, Luffy just might die.
Magellan's a villain that I think served his role well, but there was nothing about him that made me personally gravitate towards him.
I love the.
You don't think that eating poison is raw?
Not really.
I like that he had like different types of gases too, like tear gas,
Him-
like sneezing.
Him and
gas
Enel are in the
stuff.
sort of same camp as me, where I think they do their roles very well, but I don't particularly find anything
I have to.
endearing about him.
Eneru gave me a Frieza type moment, so I'm gonna give him credit.
Yeah, that I understand that.
Yeah, it's their overwhelming presence is really really hard to match because they just dominate everybody.
I like when Magellan just comes down like dome, like you vermin, like you rat. I said, oh, oh, bro, game over. I just I freaked out. The game over. It fell down. I love it fell down so much because I swear every page, every panel was hit.
Yeah, it really
What you
was.
gotta do. Yeah.
He
So,
one shot the Blackbeard crew, bro.
yes, he did, and he like did it like I have time for this. He done it. He just kept walking, yo. His biggest mistake was high key letting Shiryu the Rain, aka M Bison with a sword and a cigar, come out the goddamn cell. That was his biggest mistake.
Yes.
Always will be. But yeah, I like him. Any feeling on some scammer should be cold. Enru, Blackbeard, Fox, yeah, would be some of my faves as well. Bet Zoro's running away. Buggy folded Zoro in that arc. Oh yeah, Zoro got the little knife in him. Yes, I remember. And there wasn't moving me. Nobody's scared of Eminem with goofy ears. That's fine. For me, it was the way he kind of. Well, I mean, I was a lot younger, right? So I don't know when you guys read Skypiea, but I was like 12, if even, right? So when he restarted his own heart, that was fucking bonkers to me, off rip, because man hit him with the Kairoseki, right in the heart. He said, "It's not God people fear. Fear itself is God." I said, "That's a bar." And then he beat Zoro. I know Zoro couldn't beat him. Logia, Sora's bad matchup, but he also overpowered him and stepped on him, and Zoro could not move. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So I'm like, how is Luffy gonna beat him? And like a second before Nami made, I'm like, oh, he's fucking reverse. So like, I don't want him like that. I didn't think they could beat him. Like they gotta run. Like just jump off the sky or something. Like get out of there. I don't know. So, but I like Eneru. He's cool. But Blackbeard's the one I have a lot of. Blackbeard's the one of if he doesn't end up being like a top 3-esque like in the story, I'd be very disappointed. I have very high hopes for Teach. I won't lie to you. I have not tempered any of my Teach expectations, even over the years. I still expect fucking greatness from Big Body Teach.
You should.
Magellan reminds me of those prison guard villains you find in cartoons that never really took him that seriously for some reason. He was pooping a lot for like 8 hours a day or something like that. I remember he was pooping a lot and stuff.
Yeah.
I think he proved that he deserved to be the head jailer in there and whatnot, or the chief warden and stuff. Because I'm like, look at he had the entire prison running from him. They had numbers. They're like, nah, escape. Now obviously you want to get free, so you're not gonna go fight him. But like, I thought maybe why does all jump them together? Jinbei and Crocodile and Luffy and those guys are there. They're like, nah, we out. Packed up the Blackbeard pirates. Venom Demon eroding everything away from them. Like, there was, like he to me at the end of the day he may have not come across that way like initially, but I think he proved himself too. And I think Impel Down is probably the worst place to fight him though. I think he has a very serious advantage there, especially in enclosed spaces.
That's his arena.
Yeah, because he has the right to execute any non-criminals as he sees fit there. So he doesn't have to, and he doesn't seem to care about the structural integrity of Impel Down, especially in an instance like this. So
yeah,
I'll say
I got a dip.
Yeah. Right.
I hope I get more people to join the Wano Sobriety Club. It's really good over here. We're going 2 years strong. No chapters read. All right, y'all. I'm out of here.
All right, take care.
All right,
man.
Glam.
Enjoy the
Yep.
indie.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Up and Down is a classic. Skypiea wasn't that great. Well, I disagree. Skypiea,
What?
Skypiea, I think now is my third favorite arc. It was second for a while. I think I like Impel Down a bit more, honestly. I do.
ADH, what's up with you, man? You be hating.
He said Skypiea not that great, but one of the best flashbacks in One Piece. People talk. Oh yeah, I think Nolan the Liar and Calgaros backstory is incredible. I expect.
I love that.
Yeah, I love it. I expect to like Akainu more, but I'm okay with that. I have high hopes for Sakazuki as well. But Teach needs to be one of these villains that are widely known and respected for anime fans. He didn't live up to his potential. I think I agree with that. I think Teach needs to be so great he transcends the manga of One Piece. You know anything like Madara and Aizen? They kind of transcend their own series. Like people always refer to them when they talk about a lot of like great villains or like end of arc antagonists. I want Teach to be one of those.
My only issue, I think for this it doesn't really apply to Teach. I think Teach is fine,
Yeah.
but it's like as these arcs go on and we have less and less arcs, it's concerning me how much we don't know about so many important and big characters at the top. Because now I feel like it's going to be kind of a clusterfuck at the end where Oda's going to be giving out all these backstories or all these really key, like character moments, like really give more to like Akainu, Kizaru, Blackbeard, Vegapunk, like all these characters at the same time. Where it's like Green Bull, and it's like if you could have just been showing these guys doing a little bit shit here and there more. I
It
feel like we
couldn't
would
even
have.
been like what Kizaru did. You didn't have to go
Yeah.
crazy. Just showcase something.
Yeah.
I think my biggest fear with a lot of those upper echelon characters is kind of the problem that I have with a lot of my favorite like 12 episode anime. And actually, you spoke about this yesterday when I was talking about Star Wars with Rebels. There's a lot of shows that I think are cool and good, but I honestly think for the majority of them, they don't do anything. I think there's a lot of shows like I actually even though like I've kind of resented this, but I'll use Puella Magica Madoka as a bit of an example. I love that. I love that anime. I think it's great. Love Madoka. Shout out to Homura Kemi. Right? Nothing wrong. I swear to God, I truly feel like pretty much nothing happens for 9 episodes or 10 episodes, and then for like the last 3, they just machine gun fire everything they've been withholding. Like I'm like, bro, that's so much in like 2 episodes. I kind of have that fear where it's just gonna be like, all right, we're just gonna be doing too much, and I already think that he's showcased that he can't handle that much going on with Dressrosa. I think he needs to focus and rein in and cut out the excess fat. I think he used to be. I like to use the idea like the analogy like he's like a reindeer slayer guy, and like all of his characters are like the deers. And at one point he could control it, stop, go left, go right, but at some point he couldn't do it, and they're pulling him. He has no more control of the sleigh. That's how I see it.
I agree.
We'll see about Teach. Right now, he's pretty low for me. Akaino's ahead of it for me. Dofi is still the best villain for me. I'm not mad at that. I think the thing that I've always appreciated about Teach was one thing is like he's one of the few that truly embody very traditional piracy in the way we understand it. Underhanded, devious, don't care, will jump you, will lie, will like people like he's a bitch because he begged for his life. But I'm like, he's doing whatever it takes. I actually like that. He's a fucking scumbag. I love it. Second, 2 Devil Fruits, a legendary moment. That was great. That was awesome. Love the way he pulled up. Love that he had a plan. Love that he was okay. Like if maybe he couldn't get to Yami Yami no Mi, it is what it is. But here's the thing that I really think is brilliant about him. I do think it's possible it changes, but it's probably my favorite thing about him is actually a meathead point. This nigga is slow. And speed has always been one of the most important things to me in any facet of life. I don't care if we're talking soccer, basketball, video games, characters that are fast with great frame data. Speed is it, man. Because at the very least, you can't hurt somebody, they can't hit you, they can't hurt you either. I don't think I've seen Blackbeard dodge a single attack directed at him, and it hurts him more than everyone else. But he's gonna take it. You go get up, Kurozu, and it hits you harder. It's so raw to me. I love it. It's so fucking primal and primitive, but it's just like suck you in. They doing all this shit flying around, throwing flashing at him, and he's just doing this. Almost broke Ace's neck with one karate chop, bro. I love it. Because I find the top tiers in these type of battle shonen typically have a lot of overlap. They're fast, they're strong, destructive capability, they have wisdom, they're experienced, they got some weird power or ability. This nigga is slow as shit. He can't dodge anything. He's fat. I love it. I love it. I'm sorry.
Plus it's a nice contrast to him, who's a, I guess you could qualify as a scaredy cat person that has all these contingency plans to get all these powers and does these things underhanded. But when it comes to a fight, he's the most direct fighter in One Piece.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I love it. He said speed matters, laughs in Jokic and Luca. Who said speed is everything? I said speed has been the most important thing to me. But Luca and Jokic are very patient players, but they use a lot of players who are athletic. They use their antsiness and speed against them. But yeah, I love that about Blackbeard. It's just so cool to me. And he set in motion one of the biggest events in One Piece. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the catalyst for that. He's the one who captured Ace and handed him in, which is fucking crazy.
as it should have been, as most of these guys moving should have been. Like it, and I appreciate because Blackbeard I think is probably like one of the few where like there's so much to him based off the like Oda's done him justice. He's done him very well. I have no issues with Blackbeard, and I always appreciate in stories when you have organizations and there's always a character that perfectly represents what organization or group or whatever it is, and like they represent that well. Like as you said, Blackbeard is the true pirate. Akainu would be the true marine. World government, you could probably maybe argue Lucci, like someone who just follows orders. Like if it was Bleach, it would be Byakuya Kuchiki is the perfect representation of what a Shinigami is. Stuff like that. I always appreciate when we have those things in storytelling.
And you know me, I'm always advocating for more piracy, like more very underhanded pirate techniques. And Blackbeard always comes across me as so like, I'll be very honest. If he pulled up right now, I would not be that shocked. Mom, that speech in Mocktown, one of my favorites I've seen in One Piece. Yeah, good speech. I like that. 1 minute, 2. Go ahead.
I'm always conflicted with like maybe him coming because I would like it, but at the same time, I just want to get out of Wano's.
That's the thing. It'll elongate things. I'm with you. Because I can see like the light in the end of the tunnel. Like, I don't care where we go. Elbath, Calm Belt, just get me out of here. Okay, I just want to go. Yeah, his the speech in Mocktown is cool, and even though he tried to go after Luffy after, I don't know. I just like Blackbeard. Might be a personal thing, but like he's fat, missing teeth, he ugly. He got the pirate swag. He has rum in his like little belt thing. Like nigga, he got this flintlock. Like stop playing with him. He's so cold. I love that man, bro. Roger and Garp are the ideal versions of pirates and marines, while Akainu and BB are the real versions. Okay, that makes sense. Because Akainu is a little extreme. There's absolute justice type of thing. Because they all there's lazy justice, unclear justice, dark justice, and absolute. I think. In terms of
blind. No, you said unclear. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I like those ideologies, but my favorite Marine will always be Borsalino. I'm sorry. Garp's right after, but I love Kizaru. That's my guy. I'll never forget his introduction. I love this. I love his design. He's light.
I love the Marines so much, and I just wish they were in the story.
I want Smoker to do so much more than he does.
I want Smoker to dude, why can't Marines just be doing shit all the time on the sidelines? Like, bro. And they're fighting the warlords. We're not seeing any of that.
No, that's hitting off screen for sure. You think Bo got packed up? What would you just humor me? What would you do if like you read a newspaper and Mihawk's name found out? Just humor me.
I'd be like, Oda's the worst writer of all time. No, I would definitely be extreme. It's definitely what the fuck. I'd be like, this makes no sense. I would be like, this is fucking crazy. Like,
what if the SSG go crazy? What if it's something OD? I don't know what it is, but what if it's OD?
like, cause we don't even like. I assumed Kizaru went to go fight him, but like I don't know
Mhm.
because Kizaru wasn't at the he wasn't at the meeting when they were giving out the bounties.
No, I don't recall. He wanted to go
He
to
wasn't
Wano,
there. Yeah, and then we
Sakazuki
and we haven't
stopped
seen
him.
him since.
Mhm.
Yeah, because Sakazuki came to the thing because when old man Sengoku was giving out the papers, okay, these are the bounties of Yonko, this was what's his name. So he
Mhm.
wasn't there. So
Mhm.
him, Green Bull, and Fujitora, I would assume, went out and with the seven warlords.
Mhm.
Because I think Fuji might have been with Kobe, honestly.
Okay.
And then Green Bull was probably fighting. I would assume maybe Weevil then.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about Weevil. What do you think about him? Do you care though? Like,
Not
let's say
care. I
nothing.
do not.
Let's say he just kind of just dropped the whole Weevil thing. Would you care? Because I wouldn't.
Would not care.
Okay.
I think I think it's one of the weirdest like plot points he like introduced in the story. Now I would like it, however, if Zephyr was canon and he was the one that cut off Zephyr's arm. That would have been interesting.
Okay.
But Zephyr's not canon, so fuck that.
I thought he was gonna do what he did with Shiki again, whereas like the events are not canon, but the character is. But he didn't do that.
He should have. There was
I
no
think that's
reason
the
not
best
to.
movie character he's created easily.
Yes.
I don't think it's close.
Zephyr's one of the best
One Piece characters. Thank you. I've been
it's
saying this for fucking
really
years,
not.
bro. It's not close.
No,
He's
I
up there.
love Zephyr.
Yeah.
And because as I said, because as a Marine guy, he brings so much history and lore and characterizations to so many Marines.
He's like
basically being
the
an
godfather
admiral.
of the Marines that made them, like it was crazy. Yeah.
Training Kizaru, training Aokiji, training all these vice admirals, being one of the few admirals that we know of in previous things. So we know he was around there with Sengoku and Garb doing shit. He didn't have a devil fruit, which makes it even more impressive. Yeah. So it's just like we know his hockey game was great. Like there's just so much to him, man.
I love Oda pretending Smoker doesn't exist because it makes the Garp Smoker parallel allegations disappear. I never believed in those ones though. I actually thought if anything Kobe would make a little more sense, but I guess I'd have to see what the SSG are like and expect another break out of Impel Down. You can't do me out like that. Dirty like that you can't. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'll just throw that out there because he's a Mihawk guy. I'm not. I don't think I like it though, but I can say for sure. Wait and see type thing. Weevil is gonna be there to fight Luffy and turns him into his side, and then we fight Blackbeard. My only problem with Z is he takes away a bit from Aokiji and the Garp relationship. You think so?
I don't think so at all.
I don't think so because like Garp is like a hero in a different way in his own right, you know.
I assume Garp just saved Aokiji at some point, like during a mission. That's what I got. Like Aokiji like feels indebted to Garp for something. Like there was something there.
He thinks he's cool and respects him and likes that he turns down promotions because even in some of the flashbacks, he's like, you turned down a promotion again and Garp signed, blah blah blah, yada yada. Like
like you can respect two people.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think it's that crazy.
Because Zephyr was more of like a father figure, while Garp is more of like a cool uncle
big brother?
in a sense.
Okay.
Or yeah, or that, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I love like that movie is that's my favorite One Piece film. But I didn't expect to like him so much. I'm like, I really like this guy. I love his final scene when he has the log on himself as a kid. He does this. Oh my, that's so good. That's so good. It's a good movie.
I love Zephyr. He chilled on Luffy's crew. He was chatting with him. He's like, "Oh, you guys are cool." He's like, "Over pirates." He said, "What?"
What? You said Kaizo cool. Oh shit. Also like, and then like that movie starts with him and Kizaru. I was like, you can't start a movie like this. I will pop big. Like, oh my lord. But the Smash Buster was raw because he gets literally like Kairoseki to fight Devil Fruit users. Come on now, stop playing with him. Because Garb trained Aokiji and he was the guy that made Aokiji become a Marine. He looked up to him, so having Z train him instead would be weird to me. But I don't think any Marine was trained by one person individually. Like they probably have like scheduled training sessions. Just doing,
Yeah.
like I hear what you're saying, but what I think my problem with you, what you're saying is you're saying it takes away. I don't think it takes away from it. It just adds another side of the spectrum to it. I still think his admiration and love and respect for Garp was up here. Just that Zephyr also was cool. But at the end of the day, Zephyr's not canon, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. If anything, it should be because any Marine would probably be respecting all three admirals and fleet admirals anyway.
Yeah.
So like, because everybody's like, say what you want about Akainu, like Marines still respect Akainu.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just one of those things.
Let me ask the chat you a question because I tend to not prognosticate too much about One Piece or something like this, but like where do you actually think we're going after Wano? Do you believe it's Elbaf or do you think it's somewhere else? Or do you think Elbaf will be a pit stop? What do we like a Zoe type pit stop? What are we thinking?
For a time period, I low-key just thought the Elbaf shit was just not true. I feel like it's one of those things where like it just kind of stuck with people. Like I get why people want to.
Princess
like,
War type beat.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
Fable. Usopp can do it. He can do this. Shanks has kind of like the Viking thing going on. They're Vikings. It's gonna match up. They're gonna meet. Shanks are gonna do all this. I'm like 70-30, 70 like 4. It's probably gonna happen. If we do have it, I think it's gonna be a Zoe arc. I don't think we'll probably have more than like 20 chapters.
That's what I'm thinking. I think if we go to Elbaf, it'll be a pit stop. I think he might want to do something to tie in that Loki and Big Mom stuff, maybe if we're gonna confront her again. But I don't necessarily see them being there and staying there for a lot of period of time. But I know we can get a lot of good Usopp content there because Usopp and Giants always tend to get along really well. So I'd love to see some of that. I just don't know. I just don't think he has the time. That's the problem. I will always say this. His biggest mistake was making Dressrosa as long as it was. It did not need to be 103 chapters. I think 103 in total if we add like the post stuff. I think I could be wrong with the number now. It's been a while, but I know it's too long. I think Dressrosa. I personally think that could have been like 70 chapters, but I think he should have stopped it in the 80s. So I think it's Elbaf to finish Usopp's arc before Endgame. Fair enough. To become a brave warrior. Yeah, I don't know where we're going. I have no idea, bro.
It's one of those things where like I agree, like it would be good for Usopp, but Usopp's arc already has been so weird post time skip.
How do you figure that? Just out of curiosity.
Like, so at least with pre-time skip, I can say there was a roller coaster of experiences that Usopp had to go through in order to test his courage and bravery.
Okay.
Whether it's his first real fight is true with the fishmen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, okay, I'm really on this pirate crew. I have to pull my weight. I have to do this. We go to the Grand Line, and he has to fight people. And his next major
Miss Merry Christmas
life or
Mr.
death fighting,
5, I think, or no?
and then he outright states for the first time ever, I think that's his first time he says it, where Luffy's he will be the pirate king. Because all the Straw Hats gotta have their declaration at some point. That was his declaration, and it was also, I think, a really important thing for Chopper, who's the young kid of the crew, to also recognize what it means to be part of a pirate crew and the family dynamic that the Straw Hats have. So there's a lot of layers there. Then this just consistently builds up with each subsequent arc with his fights. Then we have a crescendo with him and Luffy, where it's his bravery got to a point where at no point before would you have ever said, like before that point, I don't think anybody would have believed Usopp would be willing to fight Luffy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So him,
you don't think he was more emotionally
Luffy,
charged because of the ship and
he was,
Kai
for
and
sure.
stuff? Okay. But you're
1000%.
saying two things could be true at once, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think even if he was emotionally charged beforehand, I don't think he would have.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think because Usopp's a very intelligent person, where like he understands the gap, but with this, it's he made the plans. He
Mm-hmm.
used his own sickness as a thing to get hurt Luffy. Like this is something that he was 100% invested in. Like he was a true blue person that he had his idea, even though it was wrong, and he did stick with it. You know what I mean? And then when he comes to the realization that he was wrong, we have him. He puts on the mask and he puts his life on the line to go save his crew.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, and then he kind of has it kind of fizzles out, but like we have the thriller bark shit with Perona. So like we have these things where we can see his actual growth, small and big, of how he even just deals and interacts with strong individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And then post time skip happens, and it's kind of like he's cocky, which as he should when he fights the fishman. But then after that, it's just kind of like, eh.
But
Yeah.
I'm crying because like I think I could make that argument for so many Straw Hats. And
You can make him
after
probably almost
Impel
all of them.
Island, after Freshman Island, eh.
It's just like you can make like Dressrosa has certain good parts for sure.
God Usopp, yeah,
But
and
but it
Cloud
definitely
stuff.
felt like Usopp. To me, I felt like Usopp regressed a little bit. Like Usopp's always gonna complain and
Mhm.
cry, like that's Usopp. But the certain degree to which he did in Dressrosa
You
felt a
thought was
little
you thought was
backward,
excessive. Okay,
a
you
little
thought
bit
he
excessive.
could be scared. He could excuse me. Sorry, he could shake his legs, nose running, but that was a little much for you.
Yes, but then there's the good part where he activates his observation, because this shit was all on the line, and he knew that he had to take the shot and get the shot to save all the toys. And to me, that wasn't even more of a warrior thing. That was just like a combatant thing and understanding the stakes in which like things are becoming, and that's really appreciated. But then you already know how I feel about Straw Hats and hockey and how that's just not like going on. So like, and then now with Wano, he's done actually nothing. He's done nothing. He's done literally nothing.
Bro, do you see that toad oil? Come on.
He hasn't made no plans. He has done no real fights. He has not rallied no troops. He has done.
That toad oil merchant was going crazy.
I guess he's saving Kinemon's life right now, but like,
That doesn't count. He's not doing nothing, bro. Kinemon would have survived no matter what because we got cut in the same spot where Law. Oh my brother.
it's
Did you guys forget how broken I was after that chapter? I was like, not okay. It's like they're all alive, Orochi, Kiku, and Kinemon. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
top 5 worst chapters in the series.
Uh,
Maybe the worst chapter.
It's up. It's definitely a contender. I think so. I think it might be mine, but I don't know. I think so. It was 10:30, right, or 10:33? Was it 10:30?
I think it was 10:30.
Yeah, can't.
And oh my gosh, that broke me.
Yeah, because I remember after that, like for the next couple of chapters, I just read everything with a straight indifferent face because I'm like, don't even pretend anything bad's gonna happen to anybody right now. Just not trying to. Just not moving me. It's not. Don't even pretend. There's no conflict here. There's no tension because no one's gonna die. Like I hated that, and I think in a lot of ways, though it's happened in every arc. Here, okay, I've said this before. Let me reiterate this. I think Oda understands when it's time for him to deviate from his normal storytelling devices. I think he does that when it counts the most. He has a lot of things that he repeats and does all the time. He has a formula. If it's not broken, don't fix it. I'm not mad at the formula. And I'm gonna use Marineford as the example, where Ace and Whitebeard lose their life, right? We've seen Pell blow up. We've seen Pedro live, or not Pedro, Pound. No wait, what's the girl's dad? Chifon's dad was a Pound, whatever. Like they all live, yada yada, blah blah. But I found that like at Marineford, he knew once, all right, this is serious. I need to actually interject some tension, consequences, and more into the story. And he killed off the strongest man in the world and Luffy's brother. That was very
Yes.
that was very very good. I thought this arc he would re-tap into what he did in Marineford. So when Kaido was cleaning up some of the samurai who were all willing to die for their honor and for Toki's dream and everything, and Momonosuke, they're totally okay with it as long as the island is free. He does this shit. I'm like, what is that? You couldn't even kill off Kondro? I think he might be dead now, but like, bro, what are we doing? That was disgusting. It wasn't moving me. I hated it. It was Pell-esque. It was just like, bro, Kiku, to me, deserves to die for her bozo behavior. What the fuck was that? You know it's Kondro. I can't die. You're right. That's the worst chapter of One Piece. Fuck. It's awful. But yeah,
It's just because it's a chapter full of just lies and failed promises. That's just what it is, man. Like, if Oda just came out like early on, just saying it's gonna be a serious war, you might not see that many deaths. Maybe no one dies. You know what? I would have said, you know what? I've seen war arcs where people really don't die plenty of times, and I'm okay with that. I don't need people to die to have tension. One Piece is that arc with hella tension where people haven't died.
yeah.
I
You don't
know
need
he can
death
do
for
it.
tension, but
Yeah, but don't tell me.
yeah.
Don't present it to me that these people are dying all the time and somehow miraculously coming back like a fucking phoenix.
And
Don't-
part of
don't
the
spit in
problem
my
is he
face.
makes some of it look so brutal. And I don't necessarily agree with I agree with you what you're saying. Like, no one dies in One Piece really in the present time, but in flashbacks and in, I guess, Whitebeard type moments, yeah. But he's right. Like, or you're right. Like, people don't be dying. But again, for me, this was the arc that I thought he would actually like. Okay, I need to inject some real tension. This is a war with an emperor. Blah blah blah. At least maybe like I don't even think Shuten Maru, aka Ashura Doji, is dead. He's not dead, bro. I'm convinced he's alive. He's fine.
Yeah, I don't think any of them are. Unless I see a dead body, I don't think any of the Scabbards are dead.
I've always said like the Kinemon one is egregious because he does what he has to do to save Momonosuke. He takes the club to the head and then Kaido stabs him. Like I've personally dealt with you, and this is after he's already beaten them up that first time. So I'm like, bro, you're dead. Now, he's the only one that had a narrative reason to be alive because of Osuru. I still don't care for that because I'm like, no, like die and like, let it be a tragic thing, sort of thing. But I'm like, all right, at least he has a narrative to be alive. But Kiku and Kondro, I'm like, bro, why? Why did you do this? So I thought it was that was I'm with you. 1030 is definitely the worst chapter of One Piece in my opinion.
Chigakita.
What's up, Pat?
I come in.
Huh?
No, oh my god, we're talking about 10:30. I thought we left that in the past.
Sorry.
Damn.
It just came up.
Yeah, I was just.
Why y'all always want to talk negativity when we're doing One Piece? What's going on?
I really don't.
I don't want to. I'm just being honest.
Like,
So it's the
definitely-
comment section. I must blame them.
No, it's not the comment section.
It's Oda. Blame
It's Oda. All right, see, look what you've done. I come in here, I already got to pull my big shield Gardner out.
Yeah, Pat, you know I love One Piece. I'm just.
Do I?
Did you like the chapter?
Yeah, it was good.
What did you like about it? Kaido. What the fuck is Kaido doing actually? What the hell? What is that? How did he do that? What is he doing? Because
I
that
have
shit's
no
cold.
idea.
I think everyone's opinion is different. What did you say, Miles? What did you say originally?
I said I think he's using his Conqueror's coding to shape and contain the Boro breath he blew out.
Okay.
Ooh.
I thought he was using the dragon flames, the cloud flames that he uses to actually fly and make footholds. I'm like, is that him coating himself in dragon flames? Because it looks like super dangerous. It looks like kind of like King's Fire, how it was like melting through shit, like magma-esque. Like it looks very, very hot. I have no idea what he's doing though. What do you think?
You guys got all these sophisticated, close to correct answers, and here I am thinking he just turned himself on fire.
Fair enough.
Yes. He just flame on.
but like, what is he? Is it like emitting flames from his scales? Like, I don't know how you do that. I guess I I'm just curious. Cause like I think it looks cool, all things considered. But yeah, what's up with the chapter though? What's good? What's bad? What's mediocre? Talk to me.
I like. Well, number one, Orochi dead. I'm dancing on his grave. That's number one.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that. I want
It
to.
does nothing for me.
Yeah, but
I really hate that.
I've been wanting. I've
fuck.
been wanting him dead. So, but okay, yeah. Dendro, shut up.
Yeah, that's number one. I like the differing perspective of how Wano went down when the Akazai and I were fleeing to Kuri and stuff like that, where we see Orochi giving the orders and stuff like that. Which we call the other daimyo of Wano rising up to fight against Kaido. I thought that was pretty cool. We got a face reveal for Ushimaru finally, because all this time, like, he's either been a silhouette or like part of his face was hidden.
That was his name.
The
I
resemblance
said
to Zoro
the
is very
I
striking.
said the Zoro guy. I did not remember his
Zoro
name.
guy.
Ushimaru. There we go. My fault. But yeah.
Yeah. What else about the chapter that I liked? Bro, this nigga Luffy really dropped that big ass fist down in front of Kaido, bro.
Kaido said, "Don't worry, I won't."
The size of the island.
He said, "I won't run. Bring it on." I said, "Bro, Kaido different."
Nah, hey, look, everybody in Naya Stream as my witness. I want to apologize formally for claiming that Kaido is not him. I don't know what I was smoking. He's really that guy, bro. He said, "I'm not running, bro." He's saying, "I don't believe it. You can't beat me with that. I don't believe it."
It's not enough. It's not moving me. He said, "I'm unmoved."
Oh
Yeah.
my god. My eyes bulged when he said I'm not running. I said, bro, I'm sorry. I see a fist that size. I'm running. I don't care.
I'm in the dodge roll. I'm in the side step. I'm in the vibrate on my molecules so you can't hurt me. I face two solid objects. It's not working. I'm not taking that shit. Nah, you're not hitting me with that. What do you?
I also like the yeah, I was gonna say I also like the people's wishes in the flower capital being answered on the balloons. But the first one was like, "Get Orochi the fuck out of here," and it happens. And then the next one is to free the country.
The one that said, "I want to drink clean water." I'm like, "Ah, not like this." He's drinking that chicken Flint water. I said, "No, no, not like this." Oh shit. Yeah, I thought the chapter was whatever, bro. I won't lie to you. I think Kaido, how Kaido looked is easily my favorite part of the chapter. It's pretty cool. I'm not a fan of Kaido's dragon form because I think it's his weakest form, but this is the form that takes up the most real estate. I think he needs to be as big as he possibly could be to take the fist, so that makes sense. But I thought I personally believe that he artificially tried to inject some emotion by having the people of Wano do what they're doing. It just felt redundant to me. Miles said it too, but
I know you guys feel that way because you guys have never cared about the people of Wano since we've been here.
That's simply not true.
I definitely.
It's not true?
No. I actually, well, I guess because maybe I'm like newer, but I actually liked their scabbards originally. I actually like the Odin flashback.
I like Shinobu.
I think their ending is so horrid that it almost ruins everything that they set up to be.
I think the
Because
anime action is a better job of like building them up.
I
Like,
agree.
I had to watch some of it because I was watching my friend catching up, so I've actually seen some of the interaction stuff. Like they add a lot more here because even like I finally saw Kid and the Apu stuff. I never saw the Apu stuff. I don't know if I told you. I never seen any of those things. I never watched it. So I saw him see Apu get mad, Punk Gibson, and stuff like that. And then I think Law was helping. Like they kind of flesh it out a bit more, so I can understand as an anime watcher having a deeper level of emotional investment into some of these characters. But I've been honest. Since Yasui died, I don't fucking care about these niggas at all. I want to leave.
Kawamatsu was my favorite scab, but I wanted more of him.
My favorite is Ashura Doji, who's not dead. So.
You think he's still alive?
Yep.
I think all of them are alive.
100%.
Mm.
It's to the point where it's like every fiber in my being hopes Orochi's dead. But he has some secret head or one final. I wouldn't be surprised. I swear to God, I wouldn't be.
I think this was the last one.
I hope so, bro.
I think that was 8. Yeah, because they did 6, and then another one. No, Kaido
Yeah,
did one.
Kaido
then they
did
did
one,
the
yeah.
6. Then they did the 6, and then did this. So that should be 8.
Like I said, I hope so, bro. Because I'm tired of that. That's he needed to go from so long ago. I actually like the idea that Kaido packed him like that. I think that was a perfect send off for someone that pathetic.
I agree. I think that would have been one of the most amazing things.
And he was
Oda's done.
betrayed by the very thing that put him into so much power. That was poetic as fuck, and it tied into
And he-
Kaido talking about the treachery of pirates. It was perfect.
I liked it, but I felt like it was very abrupt.
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, after everything he's done,
Yeah.
it had to be a little bit more gratifying.
But
No,
he
I thi-
still
I think
got
that's-
packed
I
in
think-
an area where like kind of no one's there. Just
I think
Denjiro
that's why
and-
it's more perfect because he thinks he saw himself as like this lord above everybody else, like a shogun, and he gets like one of the most insignificant send-off deaths. I think that's perfect.
Exactly.
He's not deserving of a grand death. He's not deserving of having more time allocated to him because he's a piece of shit and he's worthless. He adds no value. So when you do that, then he's just crawling in like the fucking reaches of the fucking tower while this war is going on with his 7 heads, looking like a fucking loser. It does nothing for me. He's a cockroach.
He's a cockroach.
Unless
I
Denjiro's using
definitely
hot
understand that
Bikini
sentiment.
thought he's dead. Well, we'll see. And again, I hope he's dead, but I wouldn't be surprised. But that's that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, 1030 is like the only blight on Wano personally that I cannot overlook. Even then, like that chapter still had the awakenings at the end to salvage it.
What awakening?
I mean, when Kid and Law first used their awakenings, so it was in 1030.
Oh, okay. Shock Willy.
Eh,
But I've been very high on Wano.
I know you have.
What's that supposed to mean?
I know you really.
I just
Obviously, you really. Enjoy it.
I literally think this arc is fighting for a worse arc in One Piece. That's why I'm laughing in my head. Like
100%.
there's all these points. I'm
Easily.
like, do I like Dressrosa more than this shit or not? I go
It's
back and
number
forth
2.
every day.
It's second worst. It's second worst as of right now.
Well, what's worse for you, Miles?
You know me. I hate Punk Hazard.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah, I forgot you.
I can't stand the little fucking sniveling brats.
I knew you didn't like Punk Hazard. I didn't know it was the worst One Piece arc for you.
I just don't enjoy it. Like, I couldn't explain it. It's not even like writing or anything. It's like I almost don't enjoy a single thing in that entire arc. The only thing I enjoy is probably Kizaru pulling up on Dofus.
Yeah, Aokiji.
Like, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, yeah, Aokiji. Like, there's just I just don't really fuck with a lot of the shit. Actually, I do like the Straw Hat like body swapping. I actually think that was funny. I think there's funny moments like with Chopper being put on fucking Law's head and Law's like I can't stand you. But like, there's just overall, it was kind of one of those things where I'm like, why are we on this island? Like, I don't know. It was just
who did sorry, just out of curiosity, who did Oda hide in this chapter?
What do you mean? Hide?
We see Kibi, Hakume, Ringo, and Udon, and there's one guy just taking his sword out. Did he hide somebody? Sorry, I had to look at the TCB comments, and someone said Oda's thing is sneaky. I didn't even think about it. I didn't realize. Did Onigashima have a Daimyo too? I wonder if this is hints for an answer. Nice catch. And including which might be. That's Hitetsu. He just glued leaves around the scabbard. So while he wears a mask and tall sandals, he used to be a Daimyo. He's hiding from Orochi. Interesting. I'm not mad at that. That's pretty cool, I guess. If that's true. Do you want to see what I'm looking at? Hold on. My bad. Put it on stream. Yeah, so right here he says I think Oda thinks he's sneaky. And then right, if you look at this part with the red part, there's someone's being thing. I guess they're thinking that this hilt here is supposed to be Tetsu, possibly. But he just believes around it, and he's wearing that because he used to be the daimyo of possibly Onigashima. I don't know though. Interesting. The hilt matches. Okay, yeah, this can go though. Yeah, that's hard to say with the chapter. Oh, actually, let me ask you a question about I know you made your apology and things already, but my question is that like from a character standpoint, do you find Kaido interesting, or is it more combat stuff that you like about him?
Yeah.
Because
Mm-hmm.
You watched Doctor Strange today. You low key want to see it again? Enjoy. Have fun.
Nah, whatchamacallit? Kaido, every time he speaks, he's always saying something philosophical. That's when like the gears in my head started to turn on my opinion on him.
Mm-hmm.
Like as he was fighting Luffy on the rooftop. Like that first time he got rocked by Red Rock, I was like, okay, he got hit in his shit. Then this nigga started going into a little soliloquy in his head. Mm-hmm. He was like, this is the power of those among the top. Are you saying you're as great as them? I was like, wait, hold on a second. I didn't expect him to say all that. I was like, wait, what's going on?
Bro, what is this pictures?
I don't know. I just found it. I just found it on. I like the Luffy reactions. But yeah, Kaido. I mean, I was a believer, but I was saying earlier, as much as I like and enjoy Kaido, I don't think he's one of One Piece's best antagonists right now. I'll probably have him around 7th, personally speaking.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I might just make a list. I might just make a list for like a discussion or a video or something and just get it out the way. I don't think I've done it. I don't know if I've done an antagonist one in a while, but he's not one of my favorites though. But I like Kaido.
That's very interesting.
Well,
you've been going to bat for him for a minute.
But that's the thing, like. It was more so I thought that he was not getting enough credit and people were disrespecting him more than it was like me. Like he's my second favorite Yonko. Don't get it twisted. I'm a teach guy though. At the end of the day, so
that nigga.
Bigo Mamu, that's Yonko.
Mama.
That's not my Yonko, but I don't hate Linlin the way some other people do. I got some questions.
But...
I hated her at first, and I came full circle.
I love her, bro. That to me, that is what a Yonko should be. That right there, her and Teach.
If she wants something, she gonna take that shit.
Give me your semen. What?
What?
I told you she might have had a 3 real relationships. She took everyone else's cheeks, bro. She took that shit. That was non-negotiable.
I have a question for you guys, and I guess the chat as well. Top 3 fighting styles in the Straw Hat Crew.
Well, I mean, obviously Sanji's number 1 because that shit clean. Mm-hmm. Number 2, I do love me some Fishman karate. I don't know what it is about it.
Gojin karate.
I love every
single
one of Jinbei's moves, bro. I love that shit, bro. But fucking ocean current shoulder throw. Oh my god, that shit. Woo! I think of Marineford every single time he uses that move. And then after that, probably Luffy. But yeah, Sanji, Jinbei, and Luffy.
Sanji's the coolest for sure. He's spinning and kicking, doing his thing. I like 3 sword style though. Damn.
I do love me some 3 sword style.
I'm probably with you, but I'd probably go Luffy Jinbei.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Actually, I kind of like Frankie, but nah. But Frankie's cool. But Frankie makes you laugh more than it is like I guess cool because he'll just pop it, just look at his shoulder and chase you, try to shoot the rocket at you. Robins. Some of them are interesting, but I'm with you though. I definitely like me some Fishman Jiu-Jitsu and Fishman Karate.
Yojin my karate hoagie.
Sanji and Luffy
Breaker!
easily are
Mizu
easily top two.
Kokoro.
That Sanji and Luffy top 2.
Easily. The third is always the hardest. If it was pre-time skip, I'm actually putting Usopp. But the new plant shit don't be moving me like that.
Yeah, he be using a lot of the plant-based stuff.
That don't be moving me as much.
Pop greens.
I would like him to
Yeah.
get back to his sniper roots. The plant stuff is cool, but it's a little too much.
Yeah, it's
Brook is pretty
it's-
cool too. I like his sword style, makes some music and soul powers.
Bro-
Oh
Brooks
yeah,
just-
I do like Brook.
I'm not mad at that.
Brook has one of the best moves in the series. That 20-step "you have been cut," that will never not hit.
Big Kenshiro vibes.
But I might just give it to Zoro. I might just be basic.
It's
I
fine.
might be in my basic bag for this because when Zoro pulled out the stop, that the gorilla moves, the jaguar, the Phoenix cannon.
Low key. When Zoro's fighting with 2 swords, that's
Better
when
than
he's
three.
at his coolest. Yeah,
Better
low
than
key,
three.
low key.
His 2 sword style moves are easily the best.
Rashomon.
Yeah, yeah.
That shit was.
Total.
Oh, Toru! Yo, that shit was so clean, bro. Sakemeki, salmon. Higameki. That shit was clean.
Wait, so what do you think? Like the power difference, if you think there is one, between Zoro when he uses different like swords.
All right. So the way I've always looked at Zoro, right? The one sword style attacks are the fastest, and they get through the
Interesting.
defenses the easiest. So like
She
when he uses Shisonsung, yeah, that's when he's trying to like focus on speed and quick cutting. The 2 sword style is like his most all around base attack form, and like when he's ready to put somebody in the dirt, 3 sword style, because he got 3,000 worlds, Onigiri, Ashura, like all his strongest attacks are when he's using 3 swords.
It's
Zoro
interesting, okay.
swordsmanship skill bag is as deep as Giannis' skill bag. Giannis is the best player in the league, though.
Giannis, where did that even come from?
I've always appreciated Zoro's swordsmanship. 'Cause
read the
even
com- read the
pre-time
comments,
skip,
Red
I'm
Chat.
like, his swordsmanship is still like A1. Like, because we don't see really swordsmen like really pulling out like techniques like that. Like,
Yeah,
to me, one of his most impressive fights to me, even though it's not a fight, is the train when he fights T-Bone.
Rashomon.
Because that's to me is a true sword fight. How fast it really is, and
yeah.
how one mistake is like,
Ryuma,
like he
the
saw that
Ryuma,
and
the
then
Ryuma
Zoro-
one was the Ryuma one was good too because it was kind of quick.
yeah,
Mhm.
like, because it shows how fast Zoro thinks in between techniques.
But I actually disagree with you guys. I actually like his one sword techniques the most.
Because he
Yeah,
has
I love
like
it. I love it.
certain techniques that have variations based on a number of swords he's using, like the Pound
Pound
Phoenix.
cannon,
Yeah,
Pound
because
the
you
hole.
got 36, 72, 180, and then obviously post time skip is 360, 720, 1080. There's another one I'm forgetting. He has a lot of moves when you look at the wiki, but
No, he has a
We-
yeah. He has a
Ichigarira,
lot.
Nigarira, Sa, Koi, Santoryu. Bro, he was going crazy trying to break through that fucking Tekai, man.
He was.
whatchamacallit, another one I like, Daishinkan. Oh my god, did he use that shit on Monet? Oh my god, don't kill me, man.
Nah, that was a really good one because he's like, you ever met a beast in a while that you were sure wasn't gonna bite you? I said, I have not. That's why my guard almost up, nigga. He doesn't bite. I don't fucking know if the little burger bites or not, man. Not my dog. Shishi Son Son is the coolest Zoro attack for me, so I gotta go one sword style as the best. It's probably I think yeah, much of my favorite technique. But I hear what they're saying about two sword style though. I'm not mad at that. It makes sense to me. But Rashomon, come on now.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I love Shishi Son Son. They move so raw. I feel like King is the only person I've seen it just completely not like work on. I was like, but then you know, it didn't matter. But yeah, I'm definitely a Fishman karate merchant. Though. I'm with you on that. That's why Hody makes me sick. I'm like, you suck, bro. Jinbei did not need anyone else. Like Jinbei did not could have packed you himself. Like it was not necessary. You popping your mollies. Nigga was a chungus. He's not reads Naro.
You say he was a chungus.
You see Hody's Jinbei's husky. Husky, you know what I'm saying? You got an overactive thyroid.
That nigga, I think it's also because his voice actor is goated, bro. Because when they be like, Veronica, I'd be like, yes, sir. And they get hit Big Mom with that shit. I was like, woo, turn me up.
Yep.
Just really love Jinbei.
Is that
That's
too?
the definition of a stand-up guy.
He's the Knight of the Sea for real to me, man. It's like, that's honorable. I fuck with him. I love him. What was I gonna say? Damn, I forgot. But yeah, anything else you have to say about the chapter?
Hell no.
Why did you say it like that? He's like, hell no. Cause I'll shift gears. I have one like other question. It has nothing to do with the chapters and stuff. But I did not call it because I think we've exhausted most of what we had to say about the chapter. But actually, I do have one more question though, cause for you, Pat, do you think that we're gonna actually get an extensive backstory for Kaido, or do you think it'll be kind of like Katakuri-esque, like a couple panels, or like kind of like when Big Mom was falling, you recall like one specific thing, and that's kind of about it, or do you think we'll actually dive into Kaido?
I don't know why. A lot of people in the community have been like really harping on Kaido getting a backstory. I don't really think he needs one.
Okay, that's interesting to me. Why not?
Because I feel like most of the stuff that has to do with Kaido is like all present day. Like, I don't really need to see, oh, when I was young, this happened, so that was my drive to become stronger. Like, I don't need that from him.
I think his life has been interesting based on how the narrator kind of presented it. I think that's probably why I want to go into it. I still think Garp has probably low key lived the most interesting life in One Piece. I need his autobiography, but all right, I feel that. Cause I don't think we're getting it. I don't think it's gonna be extensive. I don't think we're gonna get it like that. So I have to come to terms with that. Second thing I see before I go to my question, when we leave Wano, where do you think we're going? Do you think we're going to Elbaf or somewhere else? Or if we stop, do you think Elbaf will be like a pit stop, kind of like Zoa was, or do you think we're gonna go somewhere else entirely?
Yeah, right now Elbaf looking like a Zoe type of thing. Okay. I think Big Mama's gonna be there. Like she'll probably because her children are still in Wano, so they're probably gonna fish her out to sea, and then regroup at Elbaf, assuming Elbaf is close to Wano. And then if the Straw Hats go there, then Luffy and Big Mom are gonna have their little showdown over there. Because I don't know why people feel like it's not gonna happen. It's going to happen. Big Mom and Luffy are going to duke it out. He's disrespected her to her face way too many times, bro. They're gonna fight.
And I'll argue with the way that this fight is shaping out. Like, he might get the W and get the win or whatever the case is, but I don't think it'd be a necessarily an indicator that he is truly more powerful than Kaido.
Yeah,
I think by the time he faces Big Mom, he will be on the Yonko level playing field from top to bottom. That makes sense.
Yes. I feel like when he fights Big Mom, he won't use Gear 5th.
That's crazy.
I actually would love that.
Because he'll have a better base level of his abilities afterwards.
Yeah, I agree with that. But to not use Gear Fifth against any top tier that he actually plans on beating, I think is kind of crazy.
Not
I mean,
necessarily.
he came close. He
I th-
came close with Kaido.
I think
Did
he'll.
he?
I feel like he did.
No,
I don't.
thank you. I am
Here's
done with Big
here's
Mom.
my
I don't
thing.
think it's needed. I don't. I think it's gonna
I
happen
don't
though.
know. It's so hard to gauge how much more Kaido can take because it really seems like even after this punch, he could probably take some more. Honestly, Kaido just seems like he just seems like a Luffy. Like like unless I see
I
his head
get what
cut
you're
off,
saying.
is he going down? I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm saying this because ever since Luffy has been in Gear Fifth, look at how many times he's actually touched Kaido. It hasn't been that much. He probably hit him like 3 times.
I actually
Kaido, for
think.
the most
I
part, has
actually
just been
think.
evading his
Yeah, I
attacks.
actually think he's done a lot more damage in base and Gear Fourth and stuff. I actually agree with that. Like he has not tagged him that much in this form. He's having fun. He's doing his thing. He's being wacky. He jump roped him, but he hasn't actually hurt him that much. The punch to the head thing and stuff. That chapter was when he kind of did the most dirt. He's getting burned. It's all kind of thing. Like yeah, I agree with you.
I
Actually,
mean, no, for the first chapter when he was doing that Hulk slam shit, I don't know, man.
the what slam?
When he was doing the Hulk slam, like when the first chapter he came out and he does like the big Popeye big arm and he just starts slamming Kaido and doing a bunch of that shit.
Oh okay.
I don't know. I think that did some damage.
Because honestly, he went to this fourth and thing was like, bro, I am honestly. Like, this power is ridiculous, but like this down fruit power won't let you win here. Like you need hockey, bro. He seemed kind of like, okay, this was crazy. It's weird, unexpected, but all right, I got it now. And then you start clubbing him in the face, ploink. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But I like Kaido. He's done what he had to do for me. And I think with Linlin, he tried to dude, what's gonna happen with Kid and Law? I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with them. Is Kid gonna become a major player? He's so like I think they're so beneath Luffy. Like he's so much stronger than them. They cannot hang with him. I think he could take them both by himself.
it,
That's
it,
kind
it,
of crazy to me.
it's super disappointing. That's what it really is.
Yeah.
It's extremely disappointing the way in which none of the worst generation fucking matter. It's really sad.
Except Teach.
Except Teach.
Yeah. My question is, who like, if, in terms of anybody in this arc that's obviously existed before that you may have had a lower opinion on, did anyone's real estate go up for you guys? Like for me, it's Law. I think
I
Law's.
know.
I actually think Law is my favorite supernova at this point. It's not Hawkins anymore. I think it's Law. I go back and forth depending on what you ask me. I don't know. Give me some time, but Law's real estate has his stock has risen for me a lot. I like Law a lot.
I think Law and Kid do what I kind of expected them to do, so like I'm fine with them.
No, I did not know Law could do all that, bro. Puncture Willie and Shock Willie was and anesthesia was going crazy. I did not know you can do all that. Kroom? Stop. K-Room? Nah.
Yeah, I didn't know if they would have their awakening,
The
but I expected them
silence,
to fight
the
the
silence to
Yonko.
the way that Roshinate could stop playing, bro. He was going insane. He not know he could do all that.
No, I didn't know he could do it, but I expected him to fight the Yonkos and do well anyway.
Fair.
Uh, so I think they're yeah, no, Kaido's the only one. I think he's the only one that actually genuinely surprised me.
Okay. Pat.
Uh, I've always been high on Kid. I liked what he
And
showed me,
agreed.
so I guess his stock went up because he gave me what I wanted.
Which was what?
He upped the Thule up and blasted Big Mom off the joint.
All right, man.
I feel like people have been underrating how much Kid actually did and with Big Mom. It's impressive.
All right, man.
Plus, think about this, Naya.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, Big Mom, bare boned, no hockey, no ability, was destroying Big Father with ease. Like 2 hits and it was like kind of gone. Beige is a tanky person.
Is he?
Kid, I
He
mean,
is.
I mean,
His ability
he's a
is a
castle.
fortress. Come on now.
Yeah,
Bro, let's be very real. Do you guys think that
Bro,
Capone could
dude.
take the same punishment as Kid? He's not built like that. I hear what
That's
you're.
what
I
I'm
hear what you're.
saying.
And his
I hear what
big
you're.
father.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but that's still concrete or like bricks. I
But-
guess I don't know.
but that's my point, right? Beige is a defensive fighter, yet Kid.
See, I
took
see him. I see
far
him more as a
more.
guns and niggas is his
Oh my
ability. his
gosh.
abilities are guns and
Oh my-
niggas, bro. He stars niggas in
Oh
himself.
my gosh.
He got
Here
the
we go.
goods. He come out. You know what I'm saying? I don't get keep going. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Here we go.
Keep going. Keep going.
No, all I gotta say is Kid took an Elbaf spear to the fucking dome.
I don't think he's actually so you're impressed that he can take a lot of punishment.
That's insane. It's
I-
very impressive for him
I
who's a
don't-
paramnesia.
I don't disagree. We're doing this now because now Luffy don't do that.
No. It's really impressive because we know Luffy is enhanced by his devil fruit, which Kid doesn't have. And then 2, we've seen how physically dominant Big Mom is, where every time she's done an attack, it kind
She
of just
puts him
leaves
down.
she leaves devastating results.
Mhm.
And the fact that Kid could take a punch to a face, an Elbaf spear, and take all this damage just off like his natural body and strength is really insane.
Like Judge has a raid suit. That German science is no joke. And Big Mom squashed his ass like a fucking fly.
Yeah. Law was dodging a lot of hits. Like Law wasn't getting hit as much as Luffy and Kid.
But there's a
Kid
point.
was
Yeah,
the one that
he,
was
he was
getting-
using
but-
curtain and room and
But
Kid
when
was
he
getting
used,
hit
but
a
when he
shit
used
ton.
Puncture Willie, or when he made the hole where she got blasted, she kept punching him in the head.
She was there. I'm saying like overall in the fight, he took the least amount of hits.
Yeah, because he's smart.
Yeah.
Out the way.
But Kid took those and he was doing. Kid created a device off. Very fast that was able to incapacitate Zeus. That's extremely impressive. Okay.
ah,
All right, man.
Is it
yeah.
not?
Using his brain. I did not expect that.
I'll give you that nigga could take punishment. That's I'll give
He
you
also
that.
broke Big Mom's arm.
Oh my god, I don't know about that one.
He did.
I keep telling y'all, I'm not saying you're right. I can't tell. I don't know for a fact. I don't know if it was Law
my
or if it was
gosh.
him. I don't know.
The
It
way
was
in which-
definitely Kid. He slammed her ass.
If you
the
say
way in
so.
which y'all hate Kid is crazy.
Do not hate Kid, bro. He's not that guy though. He's not. I was not impressed. No, that's not true. I don't know. I don't like. He's not Luffy. His rival.
Yeah.
You're not. You got.
Yeah,
Luffy
100%.
has no rivals. G. Okay.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
ahead of everybody in his class. All right. He was drafted number 1. He the best easily. My problem is I don't think that I don't think that Kid could do anything to Luffy. Like Luffy won't pack that nigga. And
Yeah,
I don't
that's
I
fair,
don't
but
want
I
it
mean,
to be I don't want it to be that way is what I'm saying.
But I mean, I
But
still
even
got him at
hold on, even factory. I'll actually give you that fully because I just remember the Hawkins stuff too. Because him eating that Mama Marmalade was crazy. Because I said, bro, did she just jump, flip, slash you when you just took that? That's crazy. But and like I said earlier, I like his constructs. He kind of reminds me of a magnetic Green Lantern a little bit with the way he was making. But that's about it. Law was going crazy, bro.
Bro, Kid is equally as impressive in my eyes.
That's fair.
I agree.
Law, bro.
Law just has a-
one mention. You guys see that? Hold on. Goro say edit of them hyping up Kid and Sanji. No, I didn't see that though. I think Law broke her arm. It was the arm pierced and Shock Willie went through. The reason that I'm not sure is because she only when she got up and her arm was broken, she only mentioned Law's abilities being like kind of pesky. So I'm like, was she? I don't think. I think people think I thought Kid was useless in the fight. He running around. What did Russell say? I trick y'all, man. He just running around. I don't think he was doing nothing. But I'm just like, I don't know if his attacks were legitimately hurting her. Was he just knocking her around with force? I think that was a good enough distraction for like Law to get some like inner attacks to work on her, like because he could attack from the inside and bypass natural defenses. But Hopefully,
why I
and
was
sorry. Hopefully, and makes it more clear. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the reason why I would argue he definitely broke her arm is because they do the shock Willie, and then she puts out her right arm to block the bull, so her arm is fine at that time, and then the next panel after she blocks it, it's broken. So I'm gonna say definitively, Kid broke that. Law just has the the thing of all his abilities bypass defense.
Yeah.
And Big Mom just is a defensive tank. She has
Yeah.
armor. So like it's just Kaido and Big Mom are just bad matchups for Law because their tankiness just doesn't matter.
All right, man.
That's why I'm personally disappointed that Kid didn't have like Rio or something personally, because if he did, he would have been absolutely fucking going insane. But I think his casing was still very, very impressive.
I think another thing people get a lot wrong about me and Kid too is I want to like him. I think he has the right attitude, honestly. Just that's the lamest magnetism I've ever seen, bro. I've seen magnetism.
I'm sorry he's not Magneto. Okay.
I wasn't even gonna. I know I call him Bulls Magneto. I wasn't even gonna go there because I'm like, all right, like Magneto is an Omega level mutant. Let's not do that. You know, he's built different. He can pull meteors from out of fucking space, and he can choke. Look, I'm wearing a chain right now. It's metal. He can choke me from half across the world. He different. Okay. So we're not gonna do that. But I don't know. I don't even know what I expected from Kid's like overall arsenal and combat ability. But I've always liked his attitude. He's kind of like. He's always been interesting to me because he has so much overlap for Luffy, but where they differ is I argue with where Luffy's strengths actually lie, because Luffy's willing to let people help him and let them do the things he knows he can't do well, while Kid is like, fuck all of that, I'll do it myself, just me and my niggas, and I think that holds him back. So yeah. Kid was just Pat Bev in the fight. Big Mom was afraid of Law and his power. She barely ever mentioned Kid. I'm not sure if she was blocking or her arm was just flying. I don't know. Again, for me, it's just a little unclear. Maybe the anime makes that more clear. I don't know, but
That Kid was Pat Bev in the fight. All right, you just gotta stop talking One Piece.
Trick y'all, man. He's running around doing nothing. I don't know, but yeah, I like his constructs. I think one of my questions I have for him is like, because he always has just like random junk metal or just metal he can just acquire around from him. I'm like, what if he had like, obviously just have you don't have adamantium or vibranium in like One Piece, but like I don't know if Walpole metal is actually raw, but I'm like, if he had like high quality like steel and metal and whatever, like, what does that do? Does that enhance the structural integrity of the constructs that he makes and stuff, like, you know? So I don't know, but he is he definitely a good mechanic though, because he just made me making a lot of shit out of like swords and like random gears and stuff like that. And I do think that he's really useful in the sense that, especially in like a war setting like this, he's gonna take all your weapons and he's gonna use them himself. It's so useful. Like, he's not like, again, I know I rag on him a lot, but that's just me, like, you know, I'm playing it up, but I want to like him. I really do. But I think Law was the one going crazy. I think Kid has lost potential. A lot of people expected a lot, but didn't get what they wanted, and then they began to just accept what little he had to offer. Kid and Alabasta would get folded by
The polarity thing when he
SN, yes, Sign was good. Yeah. I forgot about SN. That was dope.
I was about to say that one wasn't good for you.
That was good. No, that was dope. Cause she turned around and blocked it. He's like, what? No way.
Yeah, she moved the whole fucking foundation of the fucking wall, bro. Nah, Big Mom's crazy, man.
The thing with the railgun, it's super raw, but it's like Big Mama's like, this not gonna kill me, nigga. It's tickling me.
That's Big Mom now. If he does that, think about if he pulled up on King and did the railgun.
So King's whack.
You're not.
I don't respect him.
No love for King.
Nah, I think I'm at the point where
Not
like,
anymore.
I think I'm definitely on like the niggas who are like Team Katakuri is the best like first commander we've kind of seen so far. Like I think I'm on that. I think I side with them.
Marco?
Mark, I'm about to say it, but I'm gonna throw in Marco as an asterisk because he became captain, de facto captain after the fact and whatnot, and Whitebeard's no longer
Okay,
quote unquote
okay,
Yonko.
okay.
But yes, Marco
Yeah.
would be Marco would be number one if I'm adding him though. Yes.
I want to see Marco. I just want to see Marco's hockey game. That's what I just need to see.
Mm. And I think, and I'm very disappointed in the kid not using any hockey.
I think he did. I could be wrong.
You think he used it where? You gotta show me that. I did not see
I think when he did the bull, he put hockey on it. Like I think he did it with like the horns and shit. I could be wrong.
One
You know
of
what I'm
those
talking
things
about,
where
Yes.
we're gonna do the
yes.
thing. We're gonna do
The tip of the horns did look like they had hockey on it.
I bet you they're just shaded. I'm gonna look. Cause
Pa?
niggas,
Because
they said the
he never
same
had
thing
black
when
on any
when
of his
when
skins
thing
beforehand.
when Law
Yes,
pulled out the stag
I
mods.
remember.
Let me see.
Yeah, but we've seen every construct, and he's never had any shaded portion ever on any of his constructs. That was the only time it did.
All right, man. I'm about to look. Oh my god, you're not earlobe, nigga. Move. Might be the next chapter. Okay, let me see now. There's the bull. Punk. Corna. Dio. No, I think that's just shading. Or maybe the piece of metal there is black because there's other parts of it that's shaded in the same way like that. Let me look at the next chapter. Maybe that makes it a little more clear. Well, the colored I was about to reference the colored version, but that's digitally colored. That's fan made. I could have done that myself, so it doesn't mean anything. You're right. I get what you're saying. You're right, but I think it's just trying. I don't think that's hockey though. He used to be doing that when he's like using Punk Gibson and shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Law too, man. And Law I've seen use it, so it's like, bro, what's with you guys? It's like an inconsistency with the hockey. Just use it all the time.
When was the last time we saw Law use hockey? Was it when he fought Doflamingo?
I want to say yes, or maybe
I'm gonna say
was it
Virgo.
Virgo?
No, I definitely remember him using it against Doflamingo.
I do. Oh, you're right. No, I think you're right. No, you're right. You're right. Sorry, you're right. You're totally right. That's my bad. For some reason, I reversed those in my head. Like Punk has it happen after fucking. I don't know what. I don't know what's happened to my brain. You're right.
It happens.
So yeah,
I'm trying to think of another Law fight in between that.
you did.
And I'm not coming up with anything. Just a couple of skirmishes.
It's the contrast that it made it lame. She was begging Law not to do that island attack, but she wasn't bothered by the railgun. I think that's the thing too. Like it's just, again, I'm with you guys. I think the story is trying to make it obvious in a lot of ways which one I guess Big Mom specifically was more worried about. But yeah, for me, Law stock, Hawkins stock is just I opted out. I'm not buying it anymore. I don't want it. I think I'm done. It's my guy though. That's my guy, but he didn't get to do what he needed to do. And Killer fucking made him look like an idiot, in my opinion.
Hawkins.
I think Hawkins is too smart not to know that kid doesn't have a fucking arm. Because you made a goddamn alliance, and you know how your ability works. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? I'm so disappointed. I'm so unimpressed. You have no idea. I'm just unimpressed as hell.
I actually gotta give somewhat to X Drake because X Drake actually did fight a shit ton of people, and he killed one of the things, but they're also trash. So yeah.
No, the X-Ray gets no ratings for me.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
He's not nice, bro. He's not.
Don't do
nice.
that. Don't do that.
He's not.
Miles.
He's
Go
not.
ahead. Go ahead. Oh my god.
Bro,
Go
him
ahead,
and
oh my
him and
God.
Apu are not cold. Like that's a stop. They're not.
You can hit on the poo. I don't care. but
They're not
don't
that
care.
guy, pal.
I don't know. He did. I mean, Apu knocked out Luffy and Zoro. So I mean,
That's fine.
Zoro had a sneak attack on Apu, and he still couldn't get him down. I don't know, man. Apu kind of.
Yeah, you
Apu
say
kind of
you
crispy.
could say what you want to say, man. We know the truth.
Wait, you mean Apu, the guy that dissected Kizaru?
Yeah, I agree. Nanda. Kicking on him blood clot. Nigga didn't know what happened to him. You seen light.
Bro, if he could put hockey on the sound waves, it's over.
I was
Nigga
waiting. I
said-
was waiting for that, and we're not getting that. No one can use hockey like Luffy.
He said, "Have you ever been kicked at
On
the speed of light?"
Apu
That
Ra,
nigga
hold on.
was
Don't
still
lie.
looking up.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand, bro. He was still
Speedo
looking up when he got kicked from where he was being talked to.
Speedo. I'm Speed Demon. Yeah. I had high hopes for Apuda, but I have completely let them go. It's okay. I was wrong.
He made good music.
I don't even know about that.
Don't hate him, my God.
Shout out to the Soul King though.
Music videos are crazy.
You got SoundCloud rapper. I'm not clicking the link.
You didn't see that Onigashima production?
I,
Man, they got all them. They got all the money out there.
I'm giving Queen credit. I didn't like the way Apu. I didn't like the way.
Onigashima
Yeah,
production,
that
bro.
was part
Don't
of my
kill me.
problem, Zodiac. But I wanted to know that that's how his attacks worked. With like, cause they were sound based. I'm like, could you negate them by not hearing them? But my problem was not necessarily that they could not take damage from not hearing it. I don't think putting your hands over your ears is viable. If you had some like noise canceling shit like Frankie had, maybe because when he's in the machine, the Shogun shit's loud, he has the earphones on, that would have made more sense to me. That was my problem. I thought it was a very lame way to stop his ability from working. Very lazy in my
a lame
opinion.
way to stop an ability from a lame ass nigga.
Fair
Does
enough.
Apu wear headphones so his ability doesn't affect him?
I mean, it might just be one of those things where this doesn't affect him. So
I can't imagine your own ability would affect you like that.
I think maybe some of them might have a built-in something, but no, not that one. I think that one because you just turn because he is like a living instrument of all instruments actually. So yeah, I think auditory attacks were a really cool idea, but maybe Oda just wants to keep it simple. He didn't want to complicate things too much because I was wondering if he can like code his auditory sound attacks with like hockey and how would that interact with solid objects and shit like that because
He's one-shotting everybody.
it would have been dope, but unfortunately, he is a fucking loser. He's a bozo.
Yeah,
No respect.
He's a
him.
bozo. He's a bozo.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. He's not that guy.
Absolutely not.
I'm trying to think. Was there anybody else? I think CP0 did exactly what I expected them to do. I just didn't think they were that raw, honestly. I just didn't.
He fucking...
So they're not it.
Bro, if I was the world government, I'm killing every single one of the CP0 agents myself. I'm sorry. There's just no way.
Useless.
They're embarrassing. Like, that is one of the most embarrassing displays I've ever seen in One Piece, like, ever.
Shout out CP9.
They pulled up on Drake, half injured, and he still killed one.
Izo still putting in work too. And Izo had already got packed up by
Or no,
Kaido
Izo killed one.
and stuff like
yeah.
too. And Drake got a lot of sneak attacks in. I'm not mad at that, but remember when Apuga got a Shigan to his fucking neck? I said, I swear to God, if you don't get up, you are the worst character I've ever seen. I can use hockey too, dumbass. I'm like, that's not a statement to be proud of. You're in the new world. Everyone should be able to use hockey. You fucking loser. You are a captain of a crew. You were. What the fuck?
Bellamy used hockey. That nigga sucks.
Right?
That's when I knew hockey wasn't sweet. When Bellamy used hockey, I was like,
No. You have to at least say that, like, now that we know there's different levels of it, like, we just understand that's just the most basic
Sure.
level way of using it. But you're right. That's not a crazy conclusion to come to. Hold on, I'm gonna think. I'll be right back. You're in charge, Pat.
Yeah. So, a question to you, Miles.
No.
No.
Okay, what's the question? What's the question?
He said no. Oh man, that
The
kind of threw me off.
question.
I'm gonna lie.
What's the question?
Um, damn, that made me lose my train of thought.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
with the final fights in Wano being concluded, I saw a lot of people saying that they were a little upset with the way the weaker Straw Hats were handled.
Yeah,
So
100%.
you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. I was gonna ask you, like, how do you feel
Oh,
about the
you
way?
you missed my whole thing about the Usopp thing earlier.
Oh, okay. See, I wasn't here.
And yeah, because I even went to the Elbath thing about how I think Usopp's roller coaster of like becoming a warrior and having his small setbacks was done really, really brilliantly.
Uh-huh.
And that's why when we were talking about the Elbath thing earlier, even though it would be a good thing for his arc, he's been so stagnated that I don't know where the starting point is even going to be for him once we reach Elbath
Hmm.
to see
Interesting.
where it ends. Because if it was projected based off pre-time skip, I think I would have a really strong idea. But now it's kind of, that's how I feel with most Straw Hats. I feel like they've been kind of let flat, and it's been more of Luffy, Sanji. I can't even say Zoro, because Zoro just seemed like so like dominant with everybody and just trying to like chill until Wano. So I feel like it's really been Sanji and Luffy that's gotten the most post-time skip. But I think most.
And in a weird way, like, not weird, but Jinbei, even though he wasn't necessarily a Straw Hat yet, but Jinbei, I think, did actually a lot more than a lot of other Straw Hats kind of got to do.
Like, yeah, I think a lot of their fights, because I mean, I've long term accepted how strong the Straw Hats are now, but pre Wano, I don't think most of them should have even been fighting with Toby Ropo to begin with.
Okay.
Not at least 1-on-1.
Here's the thing: I think with Toby Ropo, I think they would have been the proper stepping stone for them to finally be able to fight a commander, because those are like new world captains, you know. So I'm like, okay. I think that was I think that would. I think to me that was a good stepping stone. I actually don't think they were weaker. I hear what you're saying. I think they could have won those fights. I think they would have won them, and I think, okay, now with this and a little training and rest and blah blah, now you go fight King. I think the jump from what Pika.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I mean, he fought Killer.
Yeah, but both of them weren't at their 100% capacity.
No,
so
but I've used that as a rationalization before, but I've rescinded it since. I'm like, no, I'm not giving them that. Sorry.
Because at least for me, Pat, the thing is, it's like, I actually would have been fine with them fighting Toby Ropo and Sanjian. That's why I thought the whole point of Law and Kid's crew were there for. So, if Zoro was finding a commander, it would have been Zoro and Killer together.
Shout out to the Glurg. Yes.
Or like, I would have even have really liked personally if Sanji and Zoro fought King. I thought that would have been perfect because Sanji would have combated the aerial
King together.
It's too easy.
Yes, because Sanji would have combated the flames and the flight, and then Zoro would have combated the sword back when we thought King was somewhat relative of a sword.
Zoro has the Kinemon's fire cutting ability though.
Yeah. Yeah, true. But I think that would have been a perfect, especially based off like.
I thought the King thing, the Queen thing was out because he was part of Mads, but that didn't end up really being much.
Yeah, but it didn't do anything, so that's my only issue. Yeah. And even if Sanji did fight Queen, I would have liked if he got aid somewhere with Beppo and stuff beforehand. But like the other crews don't matter, so like it is what it is, I guess.
I feel it.
I will say the biggest disappointment for me this arc has been Beppo. Beppo did not put up a single number on the board.
Didn't even use Sulong.
I was just
really a lone all-star out here, bro.
It's really sad.
He putting up 37 and 8.
I want Yamato to
4
join
steals,
Lost,
49 from the field,
Oh,
39
that's another
from
question I was gonna
39
ask.
from 3, and he's still losing. Go ahead.
Are you guys on board with Yamato joining the crew?
I want her to join one.
I didn't want. I was against it for a very long time until I saw One Piece episode 1015.
I don't think she should join the crew personally.
I am completely indifferent. I don't care if she joins or not, honestly. I think because I kind of think if she joins, it's crazy because they have 3 Conqueror users. I think it's probably a bit much. I think it's a little OD because like how many other crews are going to have like top hitters like that? I guess I don't know. So I would be I'm kind of against it for that reason. I low key would prefer Carrot in a lot of ways, but
I agree. I think Carrot already is.
I also don't want. I also don't want another Delphi user on the crew. I thought Jinbei was great because with Jinbei now you can kind of hop in the seat by himself because if Luffy falls in, Chopper and Brooks dumbass are gonna jump in with them. Robin won't. I think Jinbei kind of offsets that. Okay, you can go and maybe get him out real easily and stuff. But I think that they have enough Delphi users on the crew, personally speaking.
Share the real fucking intro.
Yeah.
So
I won't lie to you. That's one of the funniest things that I laugh every time it happens. Like Luffy will fall in the water, and the first person who jumps in there is fucking Brook and Chopper. Like, why do you guys do this? It's so fun. I laugh so hard every fucking time.
The look on Navi's face that gets me because afterwards she saves them, and then you look at the video,
and then she fucking punched. Yeah, then she know she gave them the fucking the fucking death falls in their head top. So yeah. Oh shoot, that shit's so funny. Like, why did you jump in? I'll be so, because I know me. Oh my god, he drowned. Let him drown. Like, no, you have to go up in there. Nah, I'm tired of this shit, bro. Let him drown. You want to swim so bad? Stay in the fucking water. Remind me of the Ace Made video. I told you stay your rich ass in the house. You ain't got no power. Superman, he just wants to help. Like, no. God, that's such a good one. All right, I'm gonna end this here because I'm kind of hungry and I actually still gotta edit this and I gotta get some stuff out to come up for tomorrow. But yeah, this is probably the chapter I enjoyed the least since like coming back to talk about it on streams and whatnot since the Gear 4 stuff and Joy Boy things. But it wasn't like bad or nothing. It was just like, I waited
I
waited
gave
a
it
week.
a 7.5. Okay, so that's what it is. It's the fact that you had to wait.
Just that added to it. That added to it. I won't lie to you. I'll be transparent about that.
No, I understand that completely because normally when he comes back from break, he gives us some heat, but this week was kind of lukewarm.
Mm-hmm. But
I understand.
Wait, just actually real quick. Did the recap episode actually air last week or was it also off? So it's gonna air this week.
Yes, it did.
Okay, so this week we're back on track.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, bad. I've never really watched an episode on here. I don't know. We'll see how I feel.
Roof piece.
Yeah. I shot the Crunchyroll for putting Roof Piece on Luffy hitting with the Red Rock. Shout out to them for that. That was dope. That was dope.
You guys hear my voice cracking? That's how much I'm excited for it. I need it.
Because they're gonna flesh it out too and elongate it. I need more content for the Roof Piece. Moto. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna watch it with the boys for sure.
Lovers, Steely Dan, Moto.
Yes. Roof Piece. You already know. Shout out to Ty. They're not rooftop level. That was one of the funniest things I was saying. That like, I don't know, but are they on the roof? We guys say, are they on the roof though? They're not on the roof. Like, you're not rooftop level now. You're rooftop. Rooftop level was the funniest thing we ever did, bro. Cause they try to diss Sanji. Like, Sanji not rooftop level. Beppo not rooftop level. That's why they're not there. I'm like, bro, rooftop level. That's what we're doing.
Nah, that shit funny because Sanji was on his way to the rooftop before fucking Law fell out the sky. He was like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I only catch ladies.
Yeah. All right, y'all be safe. And never forget that Crocodile's the greatest One Piece character that ever exists. You're